Yes, sir. Yes, I would.
That was David from Connellsville telling us about his experience working with attorney Joe Fishko, who has offices in Uniontown, Pittsburgh, and Somerset. If you would like to contact attorney Fishko, call 724-439-8300. That's 724-439-8300.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes with the colorectal cancer screening update. 53,000 Americans die of colorectal cancer each year, making it the second leading cause of cancer deaths. Colon cancer arises from polyps, and removing polyps during a colonoscopy prevents cancer. The most common symptom is no symptom, as bleeding, abdominal pain, bowel habit changes, and weight loss often occur when the cancer is advanced. Learn more at swgispecialists.com.
Our friends at CRH Catering Service have been servicing Western PA since 1968 and would like to tell you that if your business has 15 or more people, CRH Catering would like to offer you a few great deals. When you become a new coffee customer, we will give you your first week's supply of coffee at no charge. Become a new bottled water customer and receive your first 90 days cooler rental at no charge. Just call CRH Catering at 724-628-8100 and dial extension 304 to get started. That's CRH Catering at 724-628-8100. extension 304. This offer is for business customers only.
It's time for another CR Brana Group High School Sports Night, covered to the WPIAL High School Boys Basketball Playoffs here on WMBS and the Triple I High School Sports Network, being brought to you by the Roosters Roost, the CR Brana Group, United Bank, WVU Medicine, Uniontown Hospital, Attorney Melinda Delarose, George Dental Associates, Sandy Howe Notary Services, NovaCare Rehabilitation, the Catholic War Vets Post 1669 in Hopwood, Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning, Autoland Hyundai, the Ratcliffe Law Firm, the Sprouse Insurance Group and Insurance Agent David Hughes, Baker Chiropractic and Wellness Center, Cherokee Recycling, Joby's Golf, Jimmy John's in Uniontown, the Somerset Trust Company, Ford of Uniontown, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, the Centers for Rehab Services and Physical Therapist Jim Burns, O'Gilly's Bar and Grill, Fayette County Recorder of Deeds John Marietta, Peachin's Pharmacy, Armstrong, Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer, Shop and Save, Thurby's Riverside Ford, State Farm Agent Lauren Yeoman, SWGI in Uniontown, General Dentist Dr. Edward Wietek, Megan Ford, Fayette County Commissioner Vince Vicites, Ted Sova and Son Body and Fender Repair, Russ Blayho, your local Allstate Insurance Agent, Mama Ruka's Pizza Shop, Geibel Catholic High School, Rose Motors in Masontown, Northwest Mutual Agent John Ritchie, the law offices of Zebley, Mehalov, and White Attorneys at Law, Joden Chiropractic, Potter's Bar and Grill, First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, Lee's Plumbing and Excavating, M&R Transit, Attorney Vince Teaberry, the North Union Township Recreation Center, and by Casey's Sports Cafe. Now stay tuned for the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show here on WMBS and on the Triple I High School Sports Network.
From the Peterson Event Center on the campus of the University of Pittsburgh, it's time for the Boys WPIAL 5A Championship game. The number one seeded Laurel Highlands Mustangs, 24-0 overall, 10-0 out of Section 1 and 5A. Rick Hogger in his 17th year as the head coach of the Mustangs, taking on the number 2 seed, the Newcastle Red Hurricane, 23-1 overall, 10-0 out of Section 2 and 5A. Ralph Blundo in his 12th year as the head coach of the Red Hurricane. Brian Morozak along with you, Gary Frankhauser, and Steve Superk will join me for all of the play-by-play tonight here on WMBS and the Triple I High School Sports Network. Of course, as always, Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. Our pregame show being brought to you by the Sprouse Insurance Group and Insurance Agent David Hughes. They will get you ready for the game. They're located at 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-9812 for the Sprouse Insurance Group. And we should have a good game on our hands tonight. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs in the WPIAL Championship game. For the second time over the last 3 years, Newcastle, the defending WPIAL champions, and they have won 4 WPIAL titles over the last 5 years. And this is also the first time since 2002 where a WPIAL championship game will feature teams with only one combined loss. Of course, that 2002 matchup was Uniontown taking on Newcastle, a game won by the Red Raiders, and that was Uniontown's last appearance in a WPIAL title game. And you look at this Newcastle program under head coach Ralph Blundo, certainly have been strong over his 12 years. In fact, they've been at least to the WPIAL semifinals for 12 years straight. Just a remarkable streak, and if you expand things out a little more, the Red Hurricane have won 7 WPIAL championships over the last 11 years. And You look at this Laurel Highlands program, certainly very sharp on Monday in their WPIAL semifinal round win, downing the Highlands Golden Rams 61-44. Newcastle down Gateway in their semifinal 72-62. And the key for the Mustangs tonight is going to be to try to slow down Michael Wells. He's very dynamic. He's Newcastle's second all-time leading scorer with 1,776 points, and he could pose a threat to Laurel Highlands. The Red Hurricane also loves the three ball. In fact, their main sharpshooter from the outside is number 5, Isaiah Boyce, who has knocked down 54 threes on the season and could go over 1,000 career points tonight. He's sitting at 987, and that would be a great way to go over 1,000 in a WPIAL championship game. Of course, we all know about the Mustangs' big three, but Tajai Hooper and Jaden Pratt have been big off the Laurel Highlands bench over the playoff stretch. And another key for Laurel Highlands tonight might be avoiding a slow start. Of course, you go back to the semifinal round matchup between Laurel Highlands and Newcastle. A season ago up at Newcastle, the Mustangs fell behind early and could never fully recover in that game. And that was the Mustangs' last loss almost a year ago. Back on March the 10th of 2021, Laurel Highlands has not lost a WPIAL basketball game since. Newcastle's only loss on the season, 46-40 against Pittsburgh Central Catholic back on December the 19th. Of course, Pittsburgh Central Catholic playing in 6A this season. Both of these teams know they'll also be in the PIAA state playoffs and should be at home on Tuesday as long as the home sites get approved by the PIAA. The winner of this game tonight will take on the 9th place team from District 3. That's the Harrisburg region, while the loser will take on the 8th place team from the district. Of course, you go back 2 seasons ago, the last time the Mustangs were in the state playoffs, they lost to the 9th place team out of District 3. That was York Suburban up at Greensburg-Salem. Last year, because of the COVID pandemic ongoing, the PIAA only took district champs to put the Mustangs out of the PIAA playoffs. Should be a lot of fun tonight. Our tip-off scheduled for 9 p.m., but a lot ahead here in the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. We'll chat with Laurel Highlands head coach Rick Hogger and also Ralph Blundo, the head coach of the Newcastle Red Hurricane. But up next, we're going to talk to Mustang great Gus Gerard and talk about some of the Laurel Highlands teams from the late 1960s and early 1970s and how they might compare to the Laurel Highlands teams over the last couple of years. That and more ahead when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues here on WMBS and on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? M&R Transit is now hiring van drivers. Van drivers must be 26 years of age, have a valid driver license, and a clean driving record. Van drivers must be able to obtain all clearances. For more information, call 724-439-3164. That's 724-439-3164 or apply in person at M&R Transit, 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue. M&R Transit wishes the Laurel Highlands Mustangs good luck.
I'm attorney Rob Harper, and I'm happy to be joining Bill Martin and Tripp Radcliffe at Radcliffe Law in Uniontown. I grew up in Uniontown and chose to make Fayette County my home. I also represent the county as an assistant district attorney, and I know my way around a courtroom. If you are hurt in an accident, buying or selling a home, need assistance with an estate or will preparation, call me at Radcliffe Law, 724-439-3939. The initial consultation is free. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest, now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Does your car sound like it's saying, "Trade me in, trade me in," every time you start it up? Well, go to Ford of Uniontown and trade it in. That's right, your Uniontown Ford dealer is ready to assist you with a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV purchase. Ford of Uniontown has all the deals, all the inventory, and they are ready to deal. It has never been a better time to buy a Ford. Service is their top priority. No matter where you purchased your Ford car or truck, Ford of Uniontown will be happy to service it for you. They offer Ford-trained technicians, Ford-certified parts and service, 1-year, 12,000-mile parts warranties, and new state-of-the-art service equipment. Call or stop in today to see the hometown service of Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 West across from Applebee's. So listen to your car the next time you hear it say, "Trade me in, trade me in." Ford of Uniontown. Route 40 at the top of the hill.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes of SWGI Specialists, extending best wishes to our Fayette County teams. Our providers and staff all live locally and are committed to fulfilling the digestive health needs of our community. We encourage everyone at age 50 to get a screening colonoscopy because preventing cancer is the best way to fight cancer. Call 724-437-7677 or visit us at swgispecialists.com.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowell's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowellsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
Brian Morozak back here in the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. It's the boys' 5A WPIAL championship game here on WMBS and the Triple Live High School Sports Network tonight. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs battling the Newcastle Red Hurricane. Being joined now by Gus Gerard, who was a senior on the 1971 Laurel Highlands high school basketball team. Gus was a freshman when the Mustangs won a state title back in 1968. And Gus, looking at the current run of success the Mustangs have had over the last couple of years, I'm sure it brings back fond memories from around 50 years ago when Laurel Highlands was also very successful.
Absolutely. This town, this community, it's so enthusiastic right now and supportive. And it does bring back great memories, Brian, because that's when our basketball lives were being formed. Listening as youngsters to the great Uniontown teams on the radio, and then Laurel Highlands coming in 67 was just an awesome team to kind of take over the town, and winning in 68. Those guys were our heroes. And then, me getting to play my sophomore year and then all through until my senior year when, it came down to back then, only one team could win the section. I mean, and it was loaded. I mean, us in Uniontown especially, and if you didn't win your section, you didn't go to the playoffs. So it was do or die, and we split with them my senior year in 71 and went to California State, and that place was packed with standing room only, and we won that playoff game to get to go to Civic Arena, and it was just like a madhouse. This is all bringing back memories of that time. And a little funny story, Rick Hogger, Coach Hogger of the current Mustangs, was the point guard on my team, and we were seniors together, along with Barry Taylor, Coach Taylor's son, Rick was a heck of an athlete in high school, so I'm just really proud of the job he's doing. He was always one of the kind of guys as a coach. He was a quarterback in high school and a point guard in basketball, so he's got it in his blood. So I'm just really proud of him and the job he's doing, because it's different today, coaching the kids today, than it was back then. They're talented. They want to get out and run and play, and he's got so much talent, and to be able to keep them under control as much as he does and have them run sets and just utilize their skills is, he deserves a lot of credit. And, but yeah, we're all fired up, Brian. You see us at the games. The Pete is going to be packed on Friday night. There's no doubt in my mind. There's buses going down just like in the old days. They're already sold out, and people are buying gear everywhere, and just a very exciting time in my life to remember all this.
Well, talk about how back in your day, you mentioned how the town obviously was always a Uniontown basketball town, and you guys kind of transformed things for at least a 5 or 6 year period into Laurel Highlands town too.
Right. What happened was, North and South Union always had good teams, as Class B schools, I think it was considered back then or something, and they merged and became Laurel Highlands. We weren't under one roof yet, but we were separate campuses, but played at the old North Union gym. It was the bigger gym, of course, and everything. And the 67 Mustang team that came right in their first year, they beat Uniontown twice. They only lose one game the whole year and get really screwed, to be honest with you, by the referees at the Civic Arena to go to the championship in like a double or triple overtime game. And I remember Jim Hobgood making a half-court shot to send it into double overtime, and they fouled out Will Robinson and John Kruper, Jeff Collier, Ray Yager, who went to Clemson on a football scholarship. Those guys were just tremendous team. In fact, Horst Taylor would tell you if he was alive today that he thought that 67 team was better than the 68 team that won the state. Of course, that team had Buzzy Harrison that went to Pitt, Wilbur, All-American, could have went anywhere, went to WVU and set records, Hobgood that went to Virginia, Dan Ross, that was a really heady, great point guard defensively and could score a little bit. I think he went to maybe California somewhere, and Jim Rambo played a little ball. So they had like 5 guys that went to school. Those teams were loaded, and they set the tone for us. We wanted to be like them. And it turned the tide. Now there was 2 powerhouses, Uniontown and Laurel Highlands. So the rivalry became really intense. In the summertime, we all played against each other on the playgrounds. Best friends would, hang out afterwards and everything. But boy, when those seasons started, you didn't talk to anybody.
Well, it had to be pretty neat for you, though, because you were a freshman during the 68 season, and to see all those guys out there having the success that they did, and I'm sure that kind of spurred you on to some of the success you had not only at Laurel Highlands, but in your basketball career as well.
It did. That's all I wanted to do, Brian, was play basketball. Those guys were my heroes. I wore 34 in high school because Jeff Collier, who was on that 67 team, his dad and my dad worked together, and my dad would take me to see them play, and I just loved the way Jeff Collier played. And he goes to every game still. And I tell him when we walk into a lot of games together up at LH, and we walk past the retired jerseys, and my jersey's retired up there at the school, and it's number 34, and I picked that number because I admired him so much. And so I always tell him, hey, Jeff, there's our jersey they retired, and he gets a big laugh out of that. But those days inspired us. I am telling you, we ate, drank, and slept basketball. We would walk to games anywhere we had to go. We would always find a game. I remember playing at midnight under a school light up at Hatfield School, one-on-one or by myself, and shoveling snow off the court at different times to play. I mean, it was just that kind of, when it hits you, it hits you. I used to have a mentor in recovery who would tell me, when it's on you, meaning the disease of addiction. But that was like basketball was my addiction back then, and I would do anything to play a game or be like, and imagine myself, I'd 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and take a final shot, hit or miss if I was playing by myself. And, it was total inspiration what those guys did for a group of us coming up then. Hopefully Rod and all these guys and the success they're having are doing the same for a bunch of young guys, which I think they are right now in this area.
Well, more with Mustang legend Gus Gerard getting you ready for the WPIAL 5A championship game tonight. Laurel Highlands and Newcastle here on WMBS and on the Triple I High School Sports Network.
As a Laurel Highlands graduate himself, Fayette County Commissioner Vince Vicites knows how special this basketball team is. If you go way back to 1968, more than 50 years ago, we were champions of the entire state. But what about the team this year? What talent, what effort. Can we do it again? Go Mustangs! From Fayette County Commissioner Vince Vicites.
When it's time to service your vehicle, don't procrastinate. Call Rose Motors at 724-583-1944. Rose Motors, specializing in computer diagnostics, engine and electrical problems, brake service, electronic tune-ups, air conditioning repair, exhaust work, state inspection, and more. Looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? See Rose Motors, where financing is also available. Rose Motors, 42 River Avenue in Masontown. Serving the area for 3 generations. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5, Saturday by appointment.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases, but most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis. We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation, and there are no fees until you receive money on your case. If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Phone 724-437-2799.
With branches in Markleysburg, Connellsville, Hopwood, Uniontown, and Perryopolis, Somerset Trust Company is truly Fayette County's community bank. We invite you to stop by and experience the Somerset Trust Company difference. Local decision-making, convenient locations, extended hours, award-winning online and mobile banking, and more. Somerset Trust Company, community banking worth talking about. Branches and ATMs throughout Fayette County. Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit georgedentalassociates.com today. That's georgedentalassociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season.
The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 at Hopwood are proud supporters of local high school sports. For more information on the programs that the Catholic War Veterans provide, log on to the Catholic War Veterans website at www.cwv.org. You could also visit the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 on Facebook or phone 724-437-3088. That's 724-437-3088 for the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood.
Dinner's great. It's one of your top 3 favorite meals. You just don't want to have to make it. Well, with Jimmy John's, you don't have to. Whether you live in a sandwich delivery zone or head into the store, you can always get a freaky fresh sandwich. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com.
Freaky fast, freaky good. Order online at jimmyjohns.com or call 724-437-6800 for delivery or curbside pickup. Jimmy John's, next to Walnut Hill, shop and save.
We're back with Mustang legend Gus Gerard getting you ready for the boys' 5A championship game, Laurel Highlands and Newcastle. And Gus, I was driving up to a game the other night with Tony Hanola, and we were talking about how this Laurel Highlands team might compare to some past teams back in your day, but really so tough to compare because basketball has changed so much over the years.
It's just changed so much because of the three-point line, obviously. If there was a three-point line when Jim Hobgood played in high school, he may own every record at Laurel Highlands. I don't know if there's ever been a greater shooter than Jim Hobgood, Bryce Lasky included. It's changed a lot. Somebody asked me, Rod Gallagher's father asked me after the game where I would rank this team, and I ranked them like in the top 3, but third behind the 68, 67, and then this team currently as the third. If I had to rank them, and you're right, it's hard because the eras are different, the rules are different, and the players are different. So, but this team is definitely, and we'll see how far they go. I really have a good feeling about Friday night, and then we'll hopefully see them down the road for quite another run towards the state. And but I think they're the third best team ever in Laurel Highlands, is my opinion. Behind the 2 first teams at Laurel Highlands, and then, even though we lost at the Civic Arena, I would put our team in 71 because of the talent we had, and we kind of got the gateway game that we lost at the Civic Arena. I blocked the first 3 shots of the game of their star player, and 2 of them they called fouls on me. They were horrible calls and put me on the bench for most of the first half. And Rick Hogger had sprained his ankle. It wasn't 100%. He had sprained it against Uniontown in the California game. And so they upset us, actually. But I rank our team up there. But I think this team that Rick has right now, with the way the rules are and the way they can isolate, and what impresses me about them is the way they share the ball and are unselfish for as talented as they are. They love giving the ball to each other, even though they do a lot of dribbling and playing ISO ball stuff. But if you notice, a lot of times they'll look, especially the whole key, though, Brian, with all that going on, the bottom line is we have Rod Gallagher and nobody else does. I mean, he can take over a game. I don't know if you've noticed lately. I'm sure you have.
We have.
He does a well job. That look he gets on his face where he decides it's time for him to go to the hoop and create some stuff, if we're struggling offensively or what, or pick it up defensively and trap somebody or do something or hit a couple shots. I mean, he is the glue to that team, regardless of how well the others are, and they're all playing well and have their moments. we have Rod and nobody else does, and I'll take my chances with that kid right now, I'll tell you.
It's also interesting, and obviously their opponent, Newcastle, very tough. They've had a great legacy over the last 12 to 13 years as well under Ralph Blundo. But this is the first WPIAL title game since 2002 in any classification where the two teams playing only have one combined loss between them. And it just shows and it speaks to the level of success that these two schools have had this season.
It does. I think Newcastle, is 24-1 or 23-1 or something?
Only lost one game, correct.
Yeah, and so, and then I was reading up on them, and I read how many they have won in the last 12 years or so, and it's remarkable the run they've been on, and I looked at some of their players and stuff on some of the highlights. This will be an intense game. They have athletes that, will match up well with us, and there'll be a handful. I just think that Rodney Gallagher is on a mission for his hometown and his home county here, like he said. When there were rumors about him going to play with LeBron's kid different places and leaving this area, and he said, no, I want to stay and win a championship for my hometown. This community needs it. You don't hear things from somebody in ninth grade like that. That's when he said that. And I think that kid's on a mission, and I think he's going to deliver. I really do. Newcastle's going to be formidable. They're going to be tough, but I think we're going to take them.
Gus, enjoyed talking with you, bringing back a lot of memories, I'm sure, for a lot of folks around the area, and I'm sure I'll see you down at the Pete on Friday night for Newcastle and Laurel Highlands.
Hey, Brian, of course you will, and you guys, a plug for you guys, you, Steve, and Tony, and the South Union guys on their feeds and stuff to do a job, so my family across the country to spread out and watch all the time, and you guys do a fabulous job. I'm proud of my hometown radio also, just like I am of my teams and coaches.
Gus, thanks again, and please take care. That's Gus Gerard. He was a senior on the 1971 Laurel Highlands high school basketball team. His freshman year was 1968 when the Mustangs won a state title. We'll talk to one of Gus's teammates, current Laurel Highlands head coach Rick Hogger, when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer litigated over 275 civil and criminal trials, some of which have been aired on Oprah, Inside Edition, and ESPN. Having an engineering degree, master's in business administration, and law degree qualifies him to go toe-to-toe with anyone. His firm concentrates in wills, trusts, estates, property transfers, personal injury, solar field and Marcellus gas negotiations, and family law. Small enough to care and smart enough to win. Phone 724-425-1162 or email tommyschaefer@hotmail.com. The WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital Orthopedic and Spine Institute is open, and their experienced providers are ready to care for you. Orthopedic and spine care spans a wide range of problems, from arthritis to joint trauma caused by injury or overuse. Hips, shoulders, knees, and backs are the most common areas where patients experience pain or impaired function. At WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, they can treat orthopedic and spine problems with state-of-the-art care. Their board-certified orthopedic surgeons and specialists are well experienced in the latest treatments for damaged and diseased joints. They offer everything from physical therapies to joint repairs and joint replacements. Whenever possible, the newest, minimally invasive techniques are used to ensure quicker recovery, less pain, and less damage to surrounding tissues. To learn more about the newly opened Orthopedic and Spine Institute at WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, or to schedule an appointment, call 724-912-7533 or visit wvumedicine.org/Uniontown. WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. The new us, here for you.
You know the importance of planning for retirement, and you plan to enjoy a long and healthy life after you retire. But it's also important to plan for the possibility of needing care on a long-term basis. As life expectancies grow in the U.S., the potential need for long-term care grows as well. A Northwestern long-term care insurance company policy can help pay for the care you may need.
To learn more, call John R. Ritchie today, 724-550-4414. That's 724-550-4414 for John R. Ritchie.
Going on now at C. Harper Chevrolet.
Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Silverado for only $299 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevy.com. Chevrolet. Find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 27 months at 10,000 miles per year with $4,500 cash trade equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Security deposit waived. Sale ends April 4th, 2022. While supplies last. Residency restrictions apply. Call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service from a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
For attorney Melinda Della Rose, helping people with compassionate counseling, candid legal advice, strong advocacy, and professional commitment is what she does best. With an office at 99 East Main Street in downtown Uniontown, attorney Della Rose specializes in family law, municipal law, and general civil litigation, as well as personal injury, estate planning, probate, and more. For more information, call attorney Melinda Della Rose at 724-437-3200, 724-437-3200, or online at DellaRoseLaw.com.
Oh, Gilly's Poppin' Deli. Oh, Gilly's Poppin' Deli.
Where are you going to get a bite today? O'Gilly's is the #1 place in Uniontown to get seafood, steak, and pasta with much more on their menu. You can get one of their famous sandwiches like the Rocky Blyer or the Uncle Rube, or enjoy daily lunch or dinner specials. Tuesday, chicken or veal parm. Wednesday, steak night. Check out O'Gillies.com or their Facebook page to see their full menu. O'Gillies, 200 Askren Street. Come on in tonight. You never know who you might see. Looking for a fast, friendly notary service? Sandy Howell Notary Services, LLC, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, PA, is here to help with transfers, plate renewals, new PA plates, and more. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and surrounding areas. Open weekday evenings starting at 5:30 p.m., Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sandy Howell Notary Services, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
WPIAL Boys Basketball 5A Championship game here on WMBS and the Triple I High School Sports Network tonight. Brian Morozak with Laurel Highlands head coach Rick Hogger. And, Coach, I really thought your Mustangs were super sharp from the start of that semifinal round game over Highlands. Really played a complete game.
Yeah, it's a real exciting time, Brian. And I thought that defensively, other than a few help side situations, I thought we played a really good defensive game. And for me, you still win championships with defense and rebounding. And so that was wonderful to see our efforts there on the defensive end, especially when it looked early on like, they were maybe going to stick to Hampton's template for as long as they could. And I thought our defense and turned that around a little bit. And Keandre's put back three-point play right at the end of the first quarter was a big momentum boost for us.
And it seems like those teams can only stay with that template for so long. Once you're able to get a 5-6 point lead, it's harder for them to play at that tempo if they want to stay in the game.
Well, I think that's been the case so far, but it appears to me that Newcastle is able to play that higher tempo game also, and I kind of hope that we get into that type of game. But who knows? Championship games are generally grind them out affairs, so we'll see. I think we're prepared to do whatever we have to do, but very good team.
And certainly a lot of familiar faces back on both sides from that WPIAL semifinal round game that we saw a year ago. Newcastle certainly loaded, and of course you returned a good bunch of players from last year as well.
Yeah, there's no question about it. The seeding could have gone either way. Newcastle easily could have been the number 1 seed, us the number 2. Though they have one loss, they lost to a very strong 6A team by a few points early in the year. So that's one thing. Plus, they've won, I believe, 7 out of the last 10 WPIAL championships. So that just doesn't happen by accident. While it certainly takes good players, they have to be having good coaching and a good program that continues and keeps feeding itself.
I think it's remarkable how far this program has come now. You're in the WPIAL finals for the second time in 3 years, and you're kind of part of the first resurgence after the school district was formed as a player, and now to be back and really bring Laurel Highlands back to where they were at during the first couple of years the program was in existence really has to make you feel good.
Well, it certainly does, for a number of reasons. I think, everybody has that's been an athlete probably has a, loyalty to the school that they participated at. And also being mostly in junior high when Laurel Highlands came into existence, and watching the first team go 23-0 and then lose in the semifinals under some very trying conditions, I would say. And then the following year winning the state championship, and just remembering how exciting those times were in the school and in the community. And that stuff resurfaced again back in 2020. Then, of course, we ran into the COVID year last year, mostly, where not too many people got to see any things. And, because of COVID, we didn't get to participate in the state playoffs, although, we were qualified for it. And then we get into this year, and the success that the team has had, and the response from, the whole area. I mean, I don't really see that much about what's going on in the bleachers or anything like that, but people were telling me how there were numerous people there from Uniontown and AG and Brownsville, and that's just a great thing.
And they were certainly stacked up a couple rows behind us as well. I mean, it's just great to see the number of folks that were down at Peters Township for the semifinal round game, and we're expected a pretty packed, I would think, Peterson Event Center as well, because both the Laurel Highlands and Newcastle fan bases always seem to travel well.
Well, that's the way it seems, and, that's what a championship atmosphere is supposed to be about. I hope we can uphold our end of the deal and come through for everybody. And, our guys are excited for this opportunity. I think that, they were hoping to be able to play Newcastle again. And that's a tall task, though. They're very good, but that's what a championship game is supposed to be.
Coach, appreciate your time. We'll see you down at the Pete on Friday night. Best of luck.
Thank you, Brian. We'll take all the luck we can get.
That's Laurel Highlands head coach Rick Hogger. The Mustangs taking on Newcastle. We'll talk to Newcastle head coach Ralph Bundo when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
Look and you'll see there's a whole new Ford for you and me.
All right, March is truck month at Thurby's Riverside Ford Sales. This is the time and this is the place. And the Ford F-150 is the best-selling truck on the planet for 45 years. You can tow more, haul more, and ride in style. We have Super Duties, F-150s, and Rangers. And if we don't have it in stock, you can order the truck of your choice. Now get 0% for 48 months on a new 2021 Ford F-150 plus $1,000 in factory incentives. The toughest truck for the toughest jobs. Did I mention it's SUV season 2? Now get 0% for 36 months on all new 2021 Ford EcoSport, Escape, and Edge, plus $750 in factory rebates. Thurby's Riverside Ford Sales, located 1 mile past Lady Luck Casino, is your Ford truck and SUV headquarters. Come and experience your presidential award-winning dealer. Offer ends March 31st, 2022, with Ford Credit approved financing.
The North Union Township Recreation Center and supervisors are a proud sponsor of the Laurel Highlands Mustang basketball team. The North Union Rec Center and supervisors wish the Mustangs good luck in the playoffs. For information on the North Union Township Rec Center's basketball and soccer leagues, please call 724-438-7350 or visit their website at northunionreccenter.com.
Keep your legal needs close to home. Attorney Vincent T. Berry specializes in criminal justice, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. Attorney T. Berry is located at 84 East Main Street, across the street from the Fayette County Courthouse in Uniontown. When you need to consult an attorney, make your first call to attorney Vince T. Berry. It will be the only call you need to make. Call 724-430-0300. That's 724-430-0300.
Hi, Dr. Baker here from Baker Chiropractic. Wintertime is here again, and bad weather increases the chances of being in a car accident. Research has shown that speeds as low as 15 miles an hour can cause significant bodily injury. My staff and I at Baker Chiropractic have been caring for whiplash patients for over 20 years in the professional plazas on Easy Street across from Uniontown Hospital. If you're involved in an accident, don't wait. Call Baker Chiropractic at 437-3288, and we will evaluate your injuries and provide proper care that you need. That's Baker Chiropractic at 437-3288.
Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henney extends his best wishes to both the Uniontown Red Raiders and Laurel Highlands Mustangs. District Judge Nathan Henney knows that success in life comes from hard work, and a successful sports season is the result of the hard work of the players and the coaches, and the support of their families. It requires teamwork. Good luck to the Uniontown Red Raiders and the Laurel Highlands Mustangs from District Judge Nathan Henney.
This is Tim Dye, Fayette County Clerk of Courts, and I want to congratulate Coach Rick Hogger and the Laurel Highlands Mustang basketball team on a fine season. You've made Mustang Nation proud. Now beat Newcastle Friday night and bring that championship trophy back to Fayette County where it belongs.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Where can you go these days and have your gas pump for you, oil checked, and windshield cleaned? Joe B's Golf. That's where. Joe B's Golf is conveniently located at the corner of Fayette and Beeson Boulevard. Joe B's Golf is a fast, friendly, full-service gas station serving the Uniontown area in the same location for over 47 years. Joe B's Golf offers lockout services, general repairs, tire repair, fenced-in storage lot, state inspection, golf products, and AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Call 724-438-0681.
Newcastle head coach Ralph Blundo now joins us here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame shows. The Red Hurricane gets set to take on the Laurel Highlands Mustangs in the WPIAL 5A championship game from the Peterson Events Center. And coach has become an old hat for your Newcastle program, back here again for another WPIAL championship game.
Yeah, we're excited. I mean, it's been a successful year in terms of wins and growing and getting better throughout the course of the year. And certainly you hope that the work that you put in lands you in this position with an opportunity, and that's what's happened thus far.
Yeah, year in and year out, you've continued to have success, and now making a run here to take on Laurel Highlands, rematch from a semifinal round game a year ago.
Yep, and we know that Laurel Highlands is an outstanding basketball team with dynamic players and well coached and do a lot right, and undefeated and number one in the state, and we're just really excited to have the opportunity to compete against them for a WPIAL championship.
With both schools having a lot of guys back from last year, I think we're going to see a similar type of game like we saw in that WPIAL semifinal game last year at Newcastle.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's a year older, a year more mature, a year, better, all of those things, more experience. So that'll all play in, and factor in, the outcome of the game. And it's a game where it's one of those things where it sounds simple, but the reality is the team that plays better, the team that, plays well on that particular night will win the game.
You've had a really nice core, though, with your program here over the last couple of years.
Yeah, we've had some good players, some guys that have played as freshmen and are now seniors. So, they've been down this road multiple times and played over 100 games in season, let alone, the amount of games played off season together. So, they're pretty experienced. We've played here a few times. And so, again, we're just excited for the opportunity.
And we saw Highlands and Hampton maybe slow the game down a little bit with Laurel Highlands, but with the way you play and with the way Laurel Highlands plays, I'd expect pretty much an up-tempo game.
Yeah, I mean, you got two good basketball teams that are going to be out there with good basketball players. We'll be playing basketball, and so will they. Again, we expect a great game. We know exactly what we're getting into, and we're looking forward to it.
That's Newcastle head coach Ralph Blundo. The Red Hurricane taking on the Mustangs. WPIAL Boys 5A Championship game. We're back with the starting lineups and the opening tip-off right after this.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
About 5 minutes away from tip-off tonight, the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Newcastle Red Hurricane Boys 5A WPIAL Championship game here at the Peterson Event Center. Steve is your starting lineup, brought to you by Southwestern Gastrointestinal Specialists in Uniontown. Problems with the digestive tract or no picnic, get help today. Call SWGI in Uniontown at 724-437-7677. Here's Steve.
Okay, for the Newcastle Red Hurricane, 23-1, 10-0 in section play. Starting tonight at guard, a 5'11 senior, 7 points a game, number 1, Michael Graham. At guard, a 6'4 senior, 21.5 points a game, number 3, Michael Wells. At guard, a 6-foot junior, 14.5 points a game, number 5, Isaiah Boyce. At guard, a 6'4 senior, 5.5 points a game, number 10, Kamari Perkins. And at guard, a 5'10 junior, 9.8 a game, number 12, Jonathan Anderson. For the Mustangs coming in, 24-0, 10-0 in section play for Coach Hogger. For the Laurel Highlands Mustangs starting tonight at guard, a 6'3 senior, 20 points a game, number 1, Keandre DeShields. At guard, a 6-foot junior, 18 points a game, number 2, Rodney Gallagher. At guard, a 6'1 junior, averaging 17 points a game, number 3, Brandon Davis. At guard, a 6'2 senior, 4.5 points a game, number 15, Joey Chambers. And at forward, a 6'2 senior, 2 points a game, number 33, Nico John.
And Gary, a lot of excitement with the Mustang faithful behind us.
Absolutely. This place is really filled up, and it's on both sides of the arena as we prepare for the national anthem.
Should be a lot of fun this evening. Laurel Highlands taking on Newcastle Boys 5A Championship game from the Peterson Event Center here on WMBS and the Triple I High School Sports Network. We're back with the opening tip-off right after this.
Going on now at C. Harper Chevrolet.
Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Silverado for only $299 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 27 months at 10,000 miles per year with $4,500 cash trade equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Security deposit waived. Sale ends April 4th, 2022. While supplies last. Residency restrictions apply. Call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000.
Mom Maruka's Pizza Shop, located at 64 Barton Mill Road in Uniontown, is your prime place to enjoy local high school sports. Mom Maruka's is family owned and operated where pride of ownership certainly shows. The Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, subs, and wings. Mom Maruka's is open Monday through Saturday 4 to 10 for indoor-outdoor dining and takeout. Call 724-438-9066 or visit MomMarukaPizza.com for their menu.
Zebley, Mehalov, and White. It's gonna be alright.
Filing for bankruptcy is not something that anyone wants to do. Good people sometimes run into hard times, and they need help. Hi, I'm Dan White with the law offices of Zebley, Mehalov, and White, and I'm here to help. If you're faced with insurmountable debt and are out of options and you need help, give our office a call today. Allow us to help you understand your rights and options under the law. Filing bankruptcy is not the end of the road, and if you're struggling with debt, it very well could be a new beginning. So stop worrying and take action. Give our office a call today at 724-439-9200 or click on Zeblaw.com for more information. Zebley, Mehalov, and White, local attorneys helping local people. Let us help you fix your life.
Zebley, Mehalov, and White. It's gonna be alright.
Spring forward to home construction season with First Federal of Greene County. First Federal's construction and improvement loans puts you in charge of your dream home project with all the tools you need. First Federal offers construction loans, owner-builder loans, and home improvement loans. With offices in Fayette, Greene, and Washington counties, your loan stays here. Visit with a First Federal loan officer today or apply online at firstfederalofgreene.com. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 458729.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season.
Let's face it, sometimes local is better. Locally grown, locally sourced, shop local, eat local. But what about local expertise? At Allstate, Russ Playho is just that, a local. So contact Uniontown Allstate agent Russ Playho today at 724-439-9700. Russ can help you with the protection that's right for you and the things you love most. Allstate. Are you in good hands?
Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Savings vary. Life insurance offered through Allstate Life Insurance Company and Allstate Assurance Company, Northbrook, Illinois, and American Heritage Life Insurance Company, Jacksonville, Florida.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Back here at the Peterson Event Center, just about set to go. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Newcastle Red Hurricane playing for the WPIAL Boys 5A Championship. The Mustangs in the home whites, blue numbers, red trim. Their bench off to our right. The Red Hurricane in the away blacks with white numbers, red trim. Their bench off to our left. Guys, your final thoughts here before tip-off.
Well, I'll tell you what, I think all of Newcastle and all of Uniontown are here. So it's the streets are empty back home, and it's pretty exciting for these kids to play in front of a crowd like this. It's awesome, and well, I think what will happen, the guys will settle in. It'll probably be a little bit tight at first, but then both teams will settle in.
Just watching the warm-ups, I saw the athleticism on Newcastle even in warm-ups, so especially Michael Wells, the leading scorer, number 3. He's looks like a beast out there. He can jump, he can shoot, and the Mustangs will have to be on their P's and Q's, and I think primarily on the defensive board.
Kamari Perkins will jump for Newcastle. Keandre DeShields to jump for Laurel Highlands. Your officials, Paul Pulio, Quinn McGuire, and Shane Snyder tonight.
Different view for us guys down on the court level. I don't know. We don't have as good of a view as we have from up top, but at least we're close to the action.
And the Mustangs win the opening tip-off as Rodney Gallagher will bring it across. He's picked up by Jonathan Anderson. He'll switch up top with Brandon Davis. Davis on the far wing, lost the dribble, looked to pivot, needs a little help, and gets it edge of the zone from Joey Chambers. Back to Davis, working up top here for the Mustangs. Picked up defensively there by Perkins. Davis staying with it between defenders, almost lost the handle. Regained back to Gallagher. 3 on the way, off the mark, an air ball from Rod out of bounds and over to Newcastle.
Kind of forced that one, and the switching man-to-man defense by Newcastle paid dividends right there.
Remember, Laurel Highlands, Steve, got off to a slow start against Newcastle last year. Really did the Mustangs in.
Yeah, they did, and it's you can't afford that against a team of this much talent.
Newcastle able to break the press, bring it across, but it's Nico John forcing the turnover on Michael Graham.
He just reached in there and just took it from him.
Right in front of us, Keandre back on the other side. Driving into it, up over the shoulder, couldn't finish. Ball loose here on the near side, out of bounds. Should be Newcastle basketball. Is it though? Referees getting together. It is the Red Hurricane basketball.
I think it was a good call. Nico Johns tipped it out, and a little reverse scoop from Keandre, just couldn't get it to fall. Both teams just a little bit shaky, getting their wits about them.
Mustangs token pressure here in the backcourt. Newcastle able to break it across. Up top, Michael Wells holds and pulls it back edge of the zone here to Jonathan Anderson. Anderson picked up by Gallagher. A little touch off to Wells. Back up top again, Michael Graham, fronted there by Joey Chambers. We'll switch back up top against Jonathan Anderson. Out to Michael Wells. 3 on the way. Nothing but the bottom of the net there. Michael Wells is 40th made 3 of the season, and the Red Hurricane strike first.
Watched him in warm-ups, and he's not going to be shy from that three-point range.
He's drilled that one 90 seconds in. Gallagher now directing traffic up top here for the Mustangs. John's trying to set the screen. Well defended there by Perkins. Gallagher staying with it. He'll take a long two and hit it. No, they're going to give him the three. They're going to give him the three from the far wing. So Gallagher answering Wells back, and we're knotted up at three here at the 6:08 mark of the opening quarter. There's Michael Graham off to Wells again. Another three. This one off the mark. Nice offensive rebound there, Anderson. Kick back out to Boyce, who drives and draws the foul underneath. Davis said hands up, but still calling for the foul. Mustang fans don't like it.
First foul on Davis, and that's one thing they did last game. They did not get very many fouls, and that was really a big part of that game against Highlands.
Isaiah Boyce here at the foul line, coming in 987 career points. Misses on the first of two free throws. One thing the Newcastle team, guys, that they don't do great to shoot free throws. Just 62% as a team for this season. Boyce hits one of two, and it's a 4-3 Newcastle lead over Laurel Highlands. We go under 6 minutes left here in the opening quarter. Davis cross court near side. Gallagher driving inside, trying to pull back. Travel call there on Gallagher.
Little bump. He drug his pivot foot. He's trying to stop and turn around. Wells came down there and cut off the baseline on him.
Michael Graham double-teamed and trapped, needs help, gets it there from Jonathan Anderson. He'll set it off far side. Three ball on the way, good, and that was Isaiah Boyce. His 55th made three of the season, and now he's 9 points shy of 1,000 for his career, but more importantly tonight, puts Newcastle on top of Laurel Highlands 7-3. 5:28 left here in the opening quarter. Brandon Davis driving back for the Mustangs. Floater in the lane, good for Davis. Brandon's first two of the game. Mustangs back to within two, down 7-5.
Good job by Davis to get in the lane and stop and pop there.
Anderson switch back up top again with Boyce. Off on the far wing now, Michael Wells. Good ball movement outside the arc. Over to Anderson again. Back up top. Boyce three on the way. Good again. They're hot to start, guys.
Yeah, Wells got bumped there, holding his chest. He's not, does not feel too great.
That one went through the hands of Keandre DeShields. Back over to Newcastle. Red Hurricane have doubled up the Mustangs at 10-5. 4:47 left here in the opening quarter. Jonathan Anderson coming back. Nice bounce pass down low, and Johns with a strip. Two great defensive plays here in the opening quarter for Nico Johns.
That was actually Joey Chambers.
Yeah, okay.
Chambers got that one.
Mustangs, little bounce pass underneath Keandre. Repositions, puts it off the glass and in. Keandre DeShields. Big George is listening tonight, Steve. Out in Delaware has to be happy about that one. Pulling the Mustangs back to within three, down 10-7. And Keandre breaking up a pass there for Laurel Highlands. So back-to-back possessions. Laurel Highlands forcing turnovers. Now Gallagher looking for the tie. Contact on the outside. No foul called as Gallagher's three rattles out. Tough luck shot there for Rodney. Anderson back on the other side, pulling back out Boyce. On the near wing now, Michael Graham thought about posting up, and they'll pull it back to Jonathan Anderson again. Anderson driving the lane, floater good. Jonathan Anderson, his first two of the game for Newcastle. Red Hurricane back up 5 at 12-7. 3:49 left here in the opening quarter.
Well, early on, Newcastle showing that they do have a potent offense and not afraid to take it to the hoop.
Gallagher up top. Switch here with Brandon Davis. Jaden Pratt getting set to check in at the next whistle here for Laurel Highlands. Gallagher, another touch off to Brandon Davis. Far wing coming far. Baseline. Brandon drives and got partially blocked there by Boyce trying to keep it alive. Goes back up and draws the foul. That one likely going on Kamari Perkins. We'll wait for the official call. No, it's going to go on Boyce.
Well, they were both under there, and give Brandon Davis a lot of credit. He stayed with that rebound even after the loose ball and was able to ultimately pick up the foul. We have immediate timeout.
3:26 left here in the opening quarter. 12-7 Red Hurricane. We're back at 60 here on the CR Brana Group High School Sports Night.
Thanks for calling Autoland Hyundai, your hometown dealer. This is Chris Parker Jr. speaking. How can I help you?
I hope so. Do you fix cars?
Yes, we do. We pride ourselves on having the finest service department around.
Well, my car is broken, and I would really like to get it fixed by someone that I can trust.
You can count on us. We've been recognized by Hyundai as the #1 service department in the Pittsburgh District, which encompasses 7 counties in PA plus parts of West Virginia and Maryland.
I hope it's not too pricey. I only have $3.29.
I see. What's your name?
Olivia. Little Olivia.
Oh.
I'm going to ask my daddy to bring you my pedal car tomorrow so you can fix it.
At Autoland Hyundai, you'll get the most dependable service no matter your make or model with convenient Saturday hours to fit your schedule.
You'll always pay less to drive or service. The best at Autoland Hyundai, your hometown dealer.
Located in downtown Uniontown, online at AutolandHyundai.com. Phone 724-437-9999 for Autoland Hyundai.
Back here at the Peterson Event Center, nice to have you along with us tonight. 3:26 left here in the opening quarter, boys 5A championship game. The Newcastle Red Hurricane, an early 12-7 lead over the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Brian Morozak along with Gary Frankhauser and Steve Super, Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios, and Brandon Davis at the line for the Mustangs, shooting two. First of two up on the way and good.
Well, one thing you can tell already, this is going to be a battle, and the Mustangs are they're in a dogfight right now, and this is going to be and this is the second free throw.
Davis hit the first. Newcastle the rebound. Up 4, 12-8, 3:18 left here in the opening quarter. The Mustangs, incidentally enough, were only 50% from the foul line against Highlands in that semifinal round game. Came in for this season 74%. Up top, Michael Graham. Put it back off to Boyce, and now Jonathan Anderson. Anderson driving left to the lane. Tough shot, couldn't get it to go. Offensive rebound brought down there by Perkins. The reload from the outside, missing there on the three, Michael Wells. Anderson tried to keep it alive, but threw it right to Jaden Pratt. Mustangs numbers coming back. You had Keandre a touch and Brandon Davis to finish. Davis 5 already. Mustangs back to within 2. Down 12-10. 2:44 left here in the opening quarter.
And that could have been a alley-oop off the glass, but in this game, with points at a premium, Brandon Davis thought better of it wisely.
And you take any two you can get in there.
Yeah.
Offensive foul. Call or offensive foul. It's going to be an offensive foul.
Graham.
Yes. His first, team second. Mustangs get it back. Down only 2 at 12-10. 2:34 left here in the first. Dejon Young checking in for the first time on the Red Hurricane side. 6'2" junior, averaging 6 points a game. Actually transferred in from Kennedy Catholic.
Some token full court pressure by Newcastle, just making sure the Mustangs are protecting the ball full court.
Rodney brings it across off to Brandon Davis, far wing, a little dump down over to Keandre to Shields, who takes a long two, a little short. Rebound pulled down there by Dejon Young.
Excellent box out there by the Newcastle defense. No opportunity for a second attempt by the Mustangs.
And they're fundamentally sound under 12th-year head coach Ralph Blundo. They've been to at least the WPIAL semis, and every year he's coached a little drive from Boyce, and he gets that 2 to go. And guys, he wants 1,000 points tonight. Came in needing 13 to get to 1,000. Already has 9 here in the opening quarter. Red Hurricane back up forward, 14-10.
I don't think they're going to stop the game.
I don't think so. Not for a WPIAL championship game. Here's Gallagher up top, trying to spin off of Wells, drives and scores. Gallagher now with 5. Mustangs back within 2, down 14-12.
Gallagher has that sense. He knows when his team needs him, and they're going to need him tonight.
Similar athleticism between Gallagher and Boyce going to the rim.
You also have Michael Wells out there for Newcastle. Came in 1,776 career points. Newcastle's second all-time leading scorer behind David Young, who had almost 2,000 for Newcastle. And as Steve said, travel call there on the Red Hurricane. Mustangs get it back down 2 at 14-12. 1:15 left here in the opening quarter.
Hooper checking in for the Mustangs will give Joe Chambers a rest and provides another ball handler for the Mustangs.
He's really played solid, guys, here in the postseason.
Well, I think I just heard the coaches barking some instructions. He's in there for defense to handle the ball and try to match up with these fast Newcastle players.
Gallagher will switch up top with Brandon Davis. Davis now looking to drive here on Anderson. He'll take a little step back, long two, no good offensive rebound. Jaden Pratt scores on a put back to tie the game up at 14. First 2 off the pine for Pratt.
That's big for the Mustangs to get back in this game, and just for their psyche to know that they can play with these guys, because they beat us up a little bit last year.
Especially early on, and that was the problem, Steve. You go back to that game a season ago, the Mustangs' last loss. They got into such a big hole early on, they can never get out of it. There's Hooper, some good pressure there up top. Anderson, though, keeping it alive, and they might hold here for the last shot down to 30 seconds left in the quarter.
Even though we're the 1 seed, I feel like the pressure, we almost feel like the underdogs.
I agree, especially with Newcastle knocking out the Mustangs a season ago and all the rich history with this Newcastle program. Anderson driving, got partially blocked going up. Pratt the rebound off the Hooper. Still time here for the Mustangs. 12 seconds left here in the quarter. Coach Hager wants Laurel Highlands gold for the last shot.
Good job by Hooper to get the ball over to Gallagher, and a nice rebound by Pratt.
Pratt setting the screen. Rod staying with it, down to 2, down to 1, and he'll scoop it up and in to give the Mustangs the lead after 1. How big was that? 16-14. Laurel Highlands after 1 quarter of basketball. They trailed the whole quarter, but the lead here at the end of 1, and we're back with a second and 60 seconds during the C. Harper Group High School Sports Night.
Going on now at C. Harbor Chevy East.
Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Silverado for only $299 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevyEast.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 27 months at 10,000 miles per year with 4,500 cash trade equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Security deposit waived. Sale ends April 4th, 2022. While supplies last. Residency restrictions apply. Call dealer for all other details at 724-668-2231.
Casey's Sports Cafe, owned by the Vernon family, is located on South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Casey's has reopened for dine-in services with new hours, Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Saturday and Sunday 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. Meals are home cooked and range from a variety of steaks, chicken and veal parmesan, liver and onions, along with appetizers, salads, wings, and sandwiches. Casey's offers free delivery in the Uniontown area with purchases of $10 or more. Phone 724-550-4126 for Casey's Sports Cafe.
Back here at the Peterson Event Center, 16-14, the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, a 2-point lead over the Newcastle Red Hurricane. Isaiah Boyce leading the way for the Hurricane with 9. Rodney Gallagher leading the way for the Mustangs with 7. Newcastle basketball to start the second quarter. Red Hurricane working left to right as we describe it. Michael Graham sending around the arc here on the east side. Jonathan Anderson, nice feed down low, and Michael Wells with the finish. Wells with 5, are tied at 16. 7:42 left before halftime. Rodney bringing it across, picked up by Jonathan Anderson. Switch here with Tajai Hooper. Off to his left to Keandre DeShields. Near wing now, Brandon Davis. He's defended by Isaiah Boyce. Trying to feed it down low to Keandre. We're going to get a foul called here on the floor.
Trying to the old screen and alley-oop to Keandre, and they were ready for it, but they
went on Jonathan Anderson, Steve. His first team third, 9 shooting. Mustangs trigger it in. Hooper up top. To his left to Brandon Davis between the circles. Davis now sitting off to Rodney Gallagher. Directs traffic fronted there by Michael Graham as Pratt sets the screen. Rod stays with it, looking for operating room, and now Rod will take a 3, top of the key, in and out. Long rebound far side, tracked down by Tajai Hooper. Comes baseline, trying to pull it out to Jaden Pratt. Deflected out of bounds by Isaiah Boyce. Will stay with the Mustangs here in the Newcastle zone.
Hustle play there by Hooper.
You know what I don't see? Very many empty seats right now looking around.
They do have the upper deck.
Yeah, that's
blacked out.
So there's probably about 9,000-10,000 people here.
Here's Brandon Davis. Davis here on the near wing. He'll take a 3 off to his right that was halfway down and rattled out. And Jonathan Anderson pulls down the rebound there for Newcastle. Thought he got that one, guys. I'll switch back here with Michael Graham. Back to Anderson. Baseline drive near side. Handoff out in front. Off the glass. Missed there. Kamari Perkins. Rebound to Jai Hooper. Smallest guy on the floor. Tracked it down.
Well, good job by Keandre to go up and alter that shot.
Here's Gallagher far wing. Reset up top. Brandon Davis. Near wing now. Keandre DeShields. Coming near baseline. Spins on the inside. Got stripped. And out of the pack with it Isaiah Boyce for Newcastle. Off to Anderson and across. Anderson, he'll pull it off far corner, will ball fake Wells, resets far wing, Anderson reloads and connects on the 3. Anderson now with 5, Newcastle back in the lead at 19-16, 6:07 left before halftime. Mustangs haven't scored here yet in the second quarter.
2 minutes in, and got to give credit to Newcastle. Their switching defense is very good.
Davis, tough drive, but got it to go between defenders. Brandon Davis with 7, Mustangs back to within 1, down 19-18. 5:47 left here in the second quarter. Mike, go ahead, Gary.
These teams are very similar.
I agree. I thought that coming in. Expected to go right down to the wire. Michael Graham here on the near wing, off to his left again to Jonathan Anderson. Fronted there by Hooper. Good feed down low, little touch there from Perkins. Back up top, Wells driving, missing.
Over the back, no
ball.
Ball
Loose underneath, a little scrum for it. A foul called here on the Mustangs. They'll go on Keandre. his first team second. Easy to get screened down here on the court, guys.
Guys are battling inside. There's a lot of strong bodies in the paint there, Steve.
I mean, even for us to get screened. There's Anderson. Good feed right off the inbound pass. Quick to Michael Wells. Wells 4 here in the second. 7 for the game. Red Hurricane go back up 3 at 21-18. 5:13 left before halftime.
These guys are athletic. They're good and they're well coached. That's a nice inbound play there for Newcastle.
There's Gallagher between the circles. Watched there by Jonathan Anderson off to Davis. 3 for the tie, a bit too strong. Hooper going for the rebound, but the taller Kamari Perkins able to pull it down there for Newcastle. Quickly across to Michael Graham. Graham back into the Mustang zone. Pulls out here on the near wing. Resets off to his left. Back to Jonathan Anderson. Fronted there by Tajai Hooper. Anderson stays with a tough drive. Floater on the way. No good. Rebound put back out to Keandre DeShields. Outlet forward to Rodney Gallagher. Gallagher driving in and floats it up and in. Rodney Gallagher now with 9. And the Mustangs back to within 1 again, down 21-20. 4:30 left before halftime.
Just amazing how his body control allows him to get around those much larger players and not be affected at all.
I agree. There's Isaiah Boyce down low. Perkins lost it out of bounds. And back over to the Mustangs.
Tell you what, guys, Pratt and Tajai Hooper are giving Coach Hogger some great minutes. And Hooper, as he coming over the bench, he might need a break, but he is playing some terrific defense.
Been that way, though, guys, through the whole playoff run.
Yeah, and he didn't play a lot early in the season, but he is doing great on defense right now.
There's Gallagher again, another spin on the inside, floats it up and in. Laurel Highlands back on top. 11 already for Rodney Gallagher. He shines in the big game. And no bigger spotlight than the Peterson Event Center tonight.
Tell you what that's going to do. That's going to open up some shots for DeShields and Davis.
Turnover. Michael Graham coughs it up. Rod back on it. Rod back across. Feeling it. 3 on the way. In and out. Long rebound tracked down there by Michael Graham. That might have brought the house down. But that 3 ball went down. Here's Graham coming back. Pratt trying to knock it away. Ball still loose. Perkins battling. Foul going up there for the Red Hurricane. Big time battle.
Jaden Pratt.
Now take us to immediate timeout. 3:43 left before halftime. Laurel Highlands in the lead at 22-21. We're back at 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Tonight.
Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer litigated over 275 civil and criminal trials, some of which have been aired on Oprah, Inside Edition, and ESPN. Having an engineering degree, master's in business administration, and law degree qualifies him to go toe-to-toe with anyone. His firm concentrates in wills, trusts, estates, property transfers, personal injury, solar field and Marcellus gas negotiations, and family law. Small enough to care and smart enough to win. Phone 724-425-1162 or email tommyschaefer@hotmail.com.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes with the Colon Cancer Screening Update. If you have no close family member with colorectal cancer or precancerous polyps, you are at average risk and should begin screening at age 45. Colonoscopy is the most sensitive screening test and only needs done every 10 years. Stool fit testing and Cologuard are usually effective screening options, with fit testing done yearly and Cologuard done every 3 years. Learn more at swgispecialist.com.
Back here at the Peterson Event Center, Laurel Highlands Mustangs hanging on to a 1-point lead over the Newcastle Red Hurricanes, 22-21. 3:43 left before halftime. Ryan Morozak along with Gary Frankhauser and Steve Suprick tonight. Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. A reminder of this game and the broadcast rights to this game are the sole and exclusive property of the WPIAL, WMBS, and the Triple I High School Sports Network. Any broadcast of this game is intended exclusively for the benefit of the listening audience. Any use, rebroadcast, or distribution of this broadcast without the express written consent from the WPIAL, WMBS, and Trip Total Media is strictly prohibited. That legal disclaimer brought to you by Davis & Davis, attorneys at law, helping local people with their legal matters since 1976. First of 2 free throws, no good for Kamari Perkins for the Newcastle Red Hurricane. Perkins came in 65% for the season from the foul line.
The way this game's going, Brian, I don't think we have to worry about any of the stall tactics that we saw in the Hampton game.
Both of these teams like the up-tempo style as Perkins hits the second free throw after missing the first to tie this game up at 22. 3:36 left before halftime as Gallagher brings it across here for the Mustangs.
You don't have to worry about a shot clock needed either.
No. Gallagher off to Brandon Davis, even though he might get one next year. His Pratt jumper from the foul line too strong. Battle for the rebound control there by Nick Wallace for Newcastle. Wallace, new entry into the game for the Red Hurricane. Up top, Isaiah Boyce. Pulls it back in the corner to Wallace. Wallace driving, floats it up off the side of the rim. No good. Going for the tip in there was Young. Couldn't find it. And the Mustangs out of the pack with it. Brandon Davis back across. Davis driving. Shot left in the lane. Good for Brandon Davis. Davis 4 here in the second, 9 for the game. Mustangs back on top, 24-22.
Wow, he tell you what, he put himself in a bad spot there. He went way to the left of the hoop and somehow got it in there.
3 from the corner, no good there from Wallace. Battle for the rebound. Gallagher finds it. Rodney back across here for Laurel Highlands. Takes a long 2 up top, drew the contact.
Wow.
Shot attempt, no good, but Rod's headed to the line.
He got bailed out there. No, he was inside the lane.
They got Kamari Perkins for the foul. His first, team 4th. Newcastle spread around the fouls. 1 on Graham, 1 on Boyce, 1 on Perkins, 1 on Anderson.
Tell you what, I'll say it again. Tajai Hooper is playing some really good defense. He's been tipping balls and deflecting balls and just getting them, keeping the ball alive in the Mustangs' favor.
Gallagher makes the first of 2 free throws.
He gets a well-deserved rest.
Mustangs now up 3 at 25-22. Second of 2 free throws, good again for Rod. So Rod already off to a nice start. 13 already here in the first half, and Laurel Highlands, their largest lead now at 4, 26-22. 2:35 left before halftime. As Jonathan Anderson brings it back across here for Newcastle. Watched by Joey Chambers. Sends it off on the near wing to Michael Wells. Coming near baseline. Repositioned and got fouled. Going up. Might be the second here on Keandre.
It is, and really didn't have to foul in that situation. Wells had himself too far under the hoop and at a horrible angle to try to make that shot. Keandre would have gone straight up. He would have avoided that foul.
He was floating in towards the front, and he probably would have had a little bank shot, but I think he didn't realize he had Pratt behind him that probably would have blocked the shot.
Wells' first of 2 free throws, good. He came in 65% for the season. Red Hurricane back to within 3, down 26-23. Our live audio stream on Facebook, courtesy of United Bank, the law offices of Zebley, Mehalov and White, Fayette County Commissioner Vince Vicites, and Baker Chiropractic and Wellness. As well, it's the second free throw. Newcastle back to within 2, down 26-24 with 2:18 left before halftime.
They're in a zone now, 3-2 zone.
Gallagher back across. Picked up there by Jonathan Anderson off to his left to Brandon Davis. Now back to Rod again. Newcastle's done a nice job mixing up defenses early on in this game. Gallagher thought about the 3, sends it off to Brandon Davis again. Pratt sets the screen. Over to Joey Chambers with a touch. Now back to Brandon again up top. He'll back off. Over to Keandre out there with 2 personals. Comes near baseline. Leans in and got the 2 to go. Keandre to Shields, just his second field goal of the night. He has 4. Laurel Highlands back up 4, 28-24.
Big George in Delaware. He's finally getting to shake that finger.
Appreciate George tuning in again tonight as the Mustangs look for their second WPIAL 5A championship over the last 3 years. That ball was kicked by Brandon Davis. Will remain with Newcastle here in the Laurel Highlands zone with 90 seconds left before halftime.
They're going to get Sumter going to check in the game. He is going to probably, he's going to come in for the Shields. Coach Hogger wants to protect those fouls.
Just a minute 30 to go here till halftime. You don't want to get that third.
If you get a possession out of bounds ball with us with the ball, you might see him come back in there. But
offense for defense here in the second quarter. 1:22 left before halftime as Jonathan Anderson works up top, driving here on Chambers, and Joey's going to pick up the foul. It's going to be on the floor.
About ripped his shoulder off. That would have been a horse collar tackle in football. Joey Chambers got beat, and he ripped him from behind. That was a easy call for the official.
Just his first 9 shooting off the inbound pass, almost stolen by Davis, but saved there by Wells. Out to his right to Perkins. Up top again. Another switch back with Michael Graham with 1:08 left before halftime. Newcastle works here outside the arc. Michael Wells another touch. Pratt coming out defensively. Wells back far baseline. Boyce looking for the drive. Another foul on the floor called here at Laurel Highlands.
That's going to be on Gallagher. That'll be his first.
Still not 1-1. Team foul number 5. Check that number 6. Tajai Hooper back in. Joey Chambers will take a seat. And you'll have Anderson triggering it in here for Newcastle. Into Perkins again on the wing now. Isaiah Boyce. A little switch back up top again with Jonathan Anderson. Works off to his right. 52 seconds left before halftime. Anderson a little pivot. Hooper in his face. Switch back up top with Grant. Out to Wells for 3. Drains it. Boy, he's tough. Michael Wells, second made 3 of the game. He has 9 here in the second quarter, 12 for the game. Red Hurricane back to within 1, down 28-27. Mustangs likely taking this one down for the last shot in the quarter. Rodney Gallagher holds here, edge of the zone, high on the left. Newcastle's going to let the Mustangs do what they want to do. As Rod directs traffic. Holding up top, 16 seconds left here in the quarter. Newcastle just looking at him, guys. Rod off to his right to Brandon Davis. Go time now. Davis back to Gallagher. Off to his right, 3 on the way. A little bit too strong. High rebound tracked down there by Michael Graham. Shot from midcourt comes up short. Laurel Highlands will take a 1-point lead in the locker room. Mustangs 28, Red Hurricane 27. We're back to recap the first half numbers for you in a moment here on WMBS and on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Look and you'll see there's a whole new Ford for you and me.
All right, March is truck month at Thurby's Riverside Ford Sales. This is the time and this is the place. And the Ford F-150 is the best-selling truck on the planet for 45 years. You can tow more, haul more, and ride in style. We have Super Duties, F-150s, and Rangers. And if we don't have it in stock, you can order the truck of your choice. Now get 0% for 48 months on a new 2021 Ford F-150 plus $1,000 in factory incentives. The toughest truck for the toughest jobs. Did I mention it's SUV season too? Now get 0% for 36 months on all new 2021 Ford EcoSport, Escape, and Edge, plus $750 in factory rebates. Thurby's Riverside Ford Sales, located 1 mile past Lady Luck Casino, is your Ford truck and SUV headquarters. Come and experience your presidential award-winning dealer. Offer ends March 31st, 2022, with Ford Credit approved financing.
Somerset Trust Company is proud to call Fayette County home. With branches in Markleysburg, Connellsville, Hopwood, Uniontown, and Perryopolis, Somerset Trust Company is truly Fayette County's community bank. Convenient services available at all branches include checking and savings accounts, personal and business loans, mortgages and home equity loans, trust and investment management, and more. Call us at 724-626-1725. Visit us at somersettrust.com and like us on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. Somerset Trust Company. Community banking worth talking about.
As a Laurel Highlands graduate himself, Fayette County Commissioner Vince Vicites knows how special this basketball team is. If you go way back to 1968, more than 50 years ago, we were champions of the entire state. But what about the team this year? What talent, what effort. Can we do it again? Go Mustangs! From Fayette County Commissioner Vince Vicites.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hi, Dr. Baker here from Baker Chiropractic. Wintertime is here again, and bad weather increases the chances of being in a car accident. Research has shown that speeds as low as 15 miles an hour can cause significant bodily injury. My staff and I at Baker Chiropractic have been caring for whiplash patients for over 20 years in the professional plazas on Easy Street across from Uniontown Hospital. If you're involved in an accident, don't wait. Call Baker Chiropractic at 437-3288, and we will evaluate your injuries and provide proper care that you need. That's Baker Chiropractic at 437-3288.
Dinner's great. It's one of your top 3 favorite meals. You just don't want to have to make it. Well, with Jimmy John's, you don't have to. Whether you live in a sandwich delivery zone or heading to the store, you can always get a freaky fresh sandwich. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com.
Freaky fast, freaky good. Order online at jimmyjohns.com or call 724-437-6800 for delivery or curbside pickup. Jimmy John's, next to Walnut Hill. Shop and save.
The North Union Township Recreation Center and supervisors are a proud sponsor of the Laurel Highlands Mustang basketball team. The North Union Rec Center and supervisors wish the Mustangs good luck in the playoffs. For information on the North Union Township Rec Center's basketball and soccer leagues, please call 724-438-7350 or visit their website at northunionreccenter.com. When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday 9 till 5 and Saturdays 8 till 12 noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Rags a call today at 724-439-3228 for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
Halftime here at the Pete Laurel Highlands, a 28-27 lead over Newcastle. Boys 5A WPIAL championship game. Steve, is your halftime stats. They're brought to you by Peach and Pharmacy inside the downtown Connellsville Peach and Market.
Okay, for the Red Hurricane, Wells finishes with 12 points. He leads the way for Newcastle. Boyce with 9. Perkins had the one free throw. He has 1, and Anderson with 5. They scored 14 in the first, 13 in the second, 27 and a half. For the Mustangs, the Shields with 4 points. Gallagher leads the way with 13. Davis with 9, and Pratt with 2. They scored 16 in the first, 12 in the second for a 28-27 halftime lead. And they have the difference, really, Brian, we're only 1 out of 9 from three-point land, 11%. They are 62%, 5 of 8, but yet somehow, some way, the Mustangs still have a 1-point lead. So you got to feel pretty good about that if you're Coach Hogger.
Gary, any other stats jump out to you?
Well, the rebounding, Newcastle has out-rebounded the Mustangs 13-10, and offensive rebounds have been a little bit of a problem for the Mustangs, but they have been able to defend pretty well in the paint, not allowing the Red Hurricane to get to the hoop uncontested. Looking at the points in the paint, Steve mentioned the three-point issue, but they have 22 points in the paint, and a lot of those were in transition.
28-27, Laurel Highlands here at the break. Second half comes your way next year on WMBS on the Triple I High School Sports Network.
Lease Plumbing and Excavating, helping area residents with residential and commercial plumbing, gas, electric, and water lines, along with paving, concrete, and excavation site work for over 30 years. Building a new home? Lease does utility installation of water, gas, and sewage lines. Lease does maintenance work on all existing homes, too. Call 724-245-2950. That's 724-245-2950 for your quote. Lease wishes all the area basketball teams good luck this season from Lease Plumbing and Excavating.
When you need a vaccine, look to Peach and Pharmacy as a partner in your health. Peach and Pharmacy has all of the COVID-19 vaccines, including boosters, at no cost to you. They also have the shingles and pneumonia vaccine. Schedule online, by phone, or just walk in. When you are ready, get your vaccine at Peach and Pharmacy, located in downtown Connellsville.
Peach and Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
This is Tim Dye, Fayette County Clerk of Courts, and I want to congratulate Coach Rick Hogger and the Laurel Highlands Mustang basketball team on a fine season. You've made Mustang Nation proud. Now beat Newcastle Friday night and bring that championship trophy back to Fayette County where it belongs.
Keep your legal needs close to home. Attorney Vincent T. Berry specializes in criminal justice, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. Attorney T. Berry is located at 84 East Main Street, across the street from the Fayette County Courthouse in Uniontown. When you need to consult an attorney, make your first call to Attorney Vince T. Berry. It will be the only call you need to make. Call 724-430-0300. That's 724-430-0300.
Come see what everyone's crowing about. It's Rooster's Roost next to the Uniontown Shopping Center on Francis Street in the Old Eddie's Tavern location. Craving pizza, wings, fried chicken, hoagies, or your favorite salad or sides? It's all at Rooster's Roost. Eat in, take out, or have it delivered. Call 724-320-2244 or order online at roostersroost.com. Use the coupon radio and get $3 off your online order. Gift certificates also available. Stop in Rooster's Roost today.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Going on now at Sea Harbor Chevy East.
our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Silverado for only $299 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevyEast.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 27 months at 10,000 miles per year with $4,500 cash trade equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Security deposit waived. Sale ends April 4th, 2022. While supplies last. Residency restrictions apply. Call dealer for all other details at 724-668-2231.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest, now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Back here at the Peterson Event Center, just about ready to start the second half. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs a 1-point lead over the Newcastle Red Hurricane. Brian Marozak along with Steve Superka, Gary Frankhauser tonight. Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. Nice to have you along with us. WPIAL championship game tonight. The Mustangs get right back at it, guys, on Tuesday, opening up the PIAA playoffs. We expect the game to likely be at Laurel Highlands High School. Won't be official until Sunday, but the Mustangs, as long as their site passes PIAA specs, should be at home on Tuesday night.
Well, let's worry about tonight first and deal with the Red Hurricane, who have proven to be a very tough task for the Mustangs. It's the 1-point lead here at halftime. The Mustangs will have the possession as we come out here in the second half.
Laurel Highlands working left to right as we describe it. Rodney Gallagher will send it in from midcourt. And now Brandon Davis back to Rod high on the left.
Red Hurricane stay in that 3-2 zone.
Gallagher sends it off to Brandon Davis again. Little floater off to Keandre, right in front of the Mustang bench. Back to Davis up top. Rod now on the elbow. Back outside Keandre. Fights off the double team. Comes inside Jaden Pratt. Leans and misses. Ball loose far side and tracked down there by Newcastle's Michael Wells. Wells in transition. Off to his left and landing and scoring Isaiah Boyce. Boyce now with 11. And he's 2 points shy of 1,000 in his career, but that basket puts Newcastle on top 29-28 over Laurel Highlands. Here's Brandon Davis back up top, Rodney Gallagher. Gallagher, a little ball fake. Now off to Keandre. He'll spot it for the three. It's on the way and good. And that was pure. We had a great look at it.
The Mustangs need to get a little bit hot from three-point range, but Newcastle has been very tough in defending those threes so far here this evening.
Mustangs up 31-29 as we go under 7 minutes left here in the third. A little fumble and a regain from Jonathan Anderson, who drives inside. Tough shot, couldn't get it to go, but got fouled in the process. You have both Chambers and Keandre there.
Could be Chambers. Has to be Chambers. Yep.
It is. His second.
One thing about being down here on the floor, we get a lot better view on those fouls.
And we'll send Jonathan Anderson to the foul line. He's 62% for the season. This will be his first free throw attempt of the game, and it's up on the way and no good, rattling out. Again, if free throws play a factor here late, Newcastle is a team 62%, Laurel Highlands is a team 74%. Anderson is second of two, up on the way and good for Jonathan Anderson. So Anderson with 6, Newcastle back to within 1, down 31-30. And Newcastle full court pressure here on Laurel Highlands. Broken across Davis, far side Joey Chambers. Little flip back to Brandon, comes baseline far side, bounces out in front and slamming it in. Keandre to shield.
Big George.
Keandre 5 here in the third, 9 for the game. And Laurel Highlands on top by 3 at 37-30. Spinning back and drawing the foul there. Michael Wells for Newcastle. It'll go on Jaden Pratt.
His second. And Wells is very adept at drawing those fouls. He kind of pushed off on the initial spin move, but Jaden just reached over the top, and he's going to get that call every time.
He's such a good player. He's kind of like Gallagher on the other side. He's going to get the benefit of the doubt.
First of 2 free throws, no good there again for Michael Wells. Wells came in 65% for the season from the foul line, averages 21.5 points, 6 rebounds, 2.5 assists per game for Ralph Blendo's squad.
Coach Arger giving some instructions to Quinn McGuire, the official, on how to call that play.
Second of 2, good for Michael Wells. Newcastle back to within 2 of Laurel Highlands at 37-31. 6:28 left here in the third as Gallagher brings it across on the far side for the Mustangs. Off to Brandon Davis, over to Keandre. Thought about the three, sends it back in Brandon's direction. And good defense right around the arc from Newcastle. Not going to slow up Keandre on that three attempt. I missed it off the front of the rim. And Newcastle's not going to let the Mustangs take uncontested threes tonight. There's Michael Graham between defenders, leaning and missing. Got his own rebound. Back up block going up. Keandre knocked it down. He's back on the basketball. Forward to Joey Chambers. Back in Keandre's direction. Pull up from the foul line short. Battle for the rebound. Won there by Jaden Pratt, who scores on the putback.
What hustle by Pratt to not give up on the play, get back in there, get the rebound, and put it straight back up.
35-31 Mustangs, 5:42 left in the third. Newcastle hitting another three, and it's Michael Wells again connecting from the outside. Timeout, Red Hurricane. Wells has 16. Mustangs still on top by one at 35-34. We're back at 60 here on the C.R. Browner Group High School Sports Night.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check that out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
You know the importance of planning for retirement, and you plan to enjoy a long and healthy life after you retire. But it's also important to plan for the possibility of needing care on a long-term basis. As life expectancies grow in the U.S., the potential need for long-term care grows as well. A Northwestern long-term care insurance company policy can help pay for the care you may need.
To learn more, call John R. Ritchie today, 724-550-4414. That's 724-550-4414 for John R. Ritchie.
5:38 left here in the third quarter. Laurel Highlands the basketball on a 35-34 lead. And boy, Newcastle's been tough from outside the arc tonight, guys.
Sure have, and not just outside the arc, way outside the arc for Wells.
Pratt tried to pull it back. Keandre lost the handle, and on it's Isaiah Boyce for Newcastle. Boyce out to Jonathan Anderson. Anderson in the forecourt, picked up there by Brandon Davis. Back Michael Graham. And now coming far baseline, Jonathan Anderson, and they're going to roll it out of bounds off of Laurel Highlands going out as Anderson lost the handle on the drive, and the Mustangs must have tipped it out.
I think Davis and Gallagher thought they tipped it off of his knee, but the official did not agree.
We didn't have a great view of it. It occurred on the other side of the court. There's Kamari Perkins pulling it back to his left. Isaiah Boyce bounces it down low and fighting for positioning and getting another two to go. Michael Wells. Well, 6 here in the third, 18 for the game. Newcastle's second all-time leading scorer. Headed to Youngstown State to play football, putting the Red Hurricane on top, 36-35 over Laurel Highlands. 4:50 left here in the third. Davis back to Gallagher. Long two, near corner, good. Ronnie Gallagher. Like that spot, he has 15. Laurel Highlands back on top. They have 38-36. Should actually be 37-36. They make the correction. Back in the corner, Michael Graham on the wing. Anderson open for three, drains it. Wow. Can't leave the Red Hurricane open. They are red hot tonight from outside the arc. Anderson hits another one there to put Newcastle on top by two at 39-37.
Well, if they continue to shoot like they're shooting, I would say they would deserve to win, but that's going to be really hard to shoot that way this good all game.
Especially coming down the stretch. Midway through the third, Gallagher up top. Correcting traffic. Pratt trying to set the screen. Rod off to his left between defenders. Shot with the left hand, no good. And the ball went off of Newcastle going out. It actually came close to hitting Rod's head going out of bounds. That'll take us to immediate timeout. 3:59 left here in the third. Newcastle now on top, 39-37. We're back at 60 here on the C.R. Browner Group High School Sports Night.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair. Currently in their 59th year of providing quality, reliable service to the community, Ted Silva & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They will gladly blueprint your vehicle for repair, and they will work with your insurance company. With a paint booth that utilizes the environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Silva & Son not only cares for our community and our children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it is the goal of Ted Silva & Son to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way possible. Family owned and operated for 59 years. Call 724-437-2351 for Ted Silva and Son Body and Fender Repair, LLC. Proud to sponsor local high school sports.
Prime Rosette, Gary Frankhauser, Steve Supert back here at the Peterson Event Center. Newcastle 39-37 lead over Laurel Highlands. Our online audio stream tonight, courtesy of United Bank, the Zebley, Mehalov and White, Fayette County Commissioner Vince Vicites, and Baker Chiropractic and Wellness. Big possession here for the Mustangs, down 2 midway through the third. Ronnie Gallagher to send it in right of the basket in the Newcastle zone. Floats it up top, and Brandon Davis tracks it down, edge of the zone. Davis back on the far wing, spinning inside, pulls the ball the elbow and connects. What a turn and shoot there from Brandon Davis. He has 11 this game, knotted up at 39.
The Mustangs, big three to Shields, Gallagher, and Davis don't hesitate to go one-on-one when the opportunity presents itself.
They usually have success. Michael Wells again, floating it up, got rejected there by Keandre.
I don't think it was going in, but it certainly had the effect.
Here's Gallagher coming back. Mustangs looking for the lead. Rod up top, off to his left, Brandon Davis. Davis from the far wing and in. Pulls back Keandre near side. Fronted there by Graham. Back in the corner, Brandon Davis. Thinking about the three. He's going to come baseline. Lowers the shoulder. Turns on the near baseline. Got blocked there by Isaiah Boyce. And coming back to Jai Hooper battling for the loose ball. But the Red Hurricane keeping alive there from Boyce. Floating it across here on the near side. Michael Graham, little operating room. He'll set it off on the far side and off the mark there on that three. Jonathan Anderson. Offensive rebound from Perkins. Missed on the putback. Loose underneath. Pratt finds it and he's fouled. Go check that. Keandre that was fouled.
Battle underneath.
Getting physical down there. Hooper down there battling the smallest guy on the court. He's down there tipping balls around. Pratt tried to go for the block and he almost ran into the first row seats over there. And something's going on with the clock. The officials.
2:53 left here in the third. Game tied at 39. I think the last foul, there was some question as
they called the foul on Black 3, number 3.
Well,
just his first.
So Wells' first personal, as Gary said, just the first team foul of the Red Hurricane here in the second half.
Mustang just with 2.
Referees letting these guys play. I don't think either team entered the bonus in the first half. Game tied at 39. Laurel Highlands with a basketball, working left to right as we describe it. Rodney Gallagher with Pratt setting the screen, sends it out to his right to Brandon Davis. Back to Rod up top, 3 on the way, looking for the lead, came up short. Ball goes out of bounds and back over to Newcastle. Was a touch going out? No, it was not.
Looks like he did hit it, but no call. Late defense there by Anderson.
But I don't think so, Gary. It didn't look like anyone tipped it to me.
As Anderson switch up top, Wells looking for another 3. It's too strong out the back iron. That was contested by Keandre. Davis sends it back over to Rodney Gallagher. Gallagher near wing and in.
Got to be a block.
It is a blocking foul going on.
Put his shoulder down. That was. That's on Boyce.
His second. Team second. We'll send Gallagher to the foul line. Opportunity to give the Mustangs the lead here at the charity strike.
Shooting there. I don't know if he was actually got a shot off, but we'll take it.
Gathered the ball as if he was going to shoot, so give Rodney a lot of credit. He recognized that the defender had not established position, just went right at him and drew the foul and the 2 shots.
Makes the first of 2. He has 16 points tonight, second of 2 up on the way, and good again for Rodney Gallagher. 4 of 4 from the foul line. Laurel Highlands now leads by 2 at 6. I check that at 41-39 with 2:16 left here in the third. And Jonathan Anderson brings it across here for Newcastle. Anderson. Little touch back there to Michael Graham off to his right, and then lower the shoulder there. Michael Wells on it again. Did he initiate the contact? No, he did not. Foul going on the Mustangs here.
That's his third.
Does go on Keandre. It certainly appears that the Red Hurricane were the ones to initiate the contact down there. You're going to have Nico Johns likely checking in here for Keandre. Out the inbound pass, the big guy Perkins from the outside. This is off the back iron. Rodney Gallagher tracks down the rebound there for Laurel Highlands. The Mustangs up 2 with the basketball as we go under 2 minutes left here in the third. Davis, handoff out in front, went through Pratt. From on the court, ball still loose, likely getting a jump ball called here. We will possession arrow Newcastle.
Good hustle both ways.
The Shields lobbying Coach Hogger to stay in. He said, I'm okay. But Coach is going to have none of that. I think, as much as you trust the Shields to play smart, and he's a heady player, you just can't afford it. It's such a physical game. And they're going to go after him, too. If he stays in there, if he's guarding Wells.
Look out here. Michael Graham for three. Off the mark. Rod going for the rebound. Couldn't find it. Ball out of bounds. Mustang basketball from Newcastle going out. I agree with you 100%, Steve. Especially considering the fact you're up 2 in the game. It's not like you're trailing. Give Johns a couple of minutes here. Spell Keandre. Get to the fourth quarter with all of your horses intact. Here's Rod bringing it back across. Johns now setting the screen off to Brandon Davis. Davis back in Gallagher's direction again. Tajai Hooper now at second. Baseline far side. Put it off the glass. Almost dropped. Spun out. Rebound in traffic.
Wow. Yeah, that's not
Michael
the shot
Wells.
you want. I know Hooper's in there, he's been playing so well, and he wants to take a shot, but you got to. This is a championship game. You got to get the ball to Gallagher or Davis. Guys that have been scoring all year.
Ended up being a decent look, though, Steve.
It was.
And Newcastle with the basketball now down 2. Perkins up top. Will pivot off to his right there to Jonathan Anderson. Will send it down low. Double team there was on Wells, who drew the foul.
Nico John should claim that foul. They're going to probably put it on Pratt. They do. That's a tough one there. So now
Pratt with 3.
Yep. See, Nico Johns needs to get in there and grab him to keep the foul from Pratt. He needs to. That'd be a team player there for him to get in there.
First of 2 free throws up on the way and good for Michael Wells. So Wells with 19 points for Newcastle tonight.
Definitely the strategy is to post him up against the Mustang defenders, and with his strength.
Second of 2, no good off the back iron. Rebound there, Brandon Davis in traffic. Mustangs still lead by 1 as Davis brings it across the sideline. They'll double team him in front of us. Davis now comes near baseline, kicks it out to Gallagher, far wing. Rod back inside. Tough shot, floats it up and in. How did he ever get that one in the rack?
He shoved it.
He has 6 here in the third, 19 for the game. Mustangs up 3 at 43-40. Newcastle back on the other side. Isaiah Boyce pulling it back up top to Jonathan Anderson. Fronted there by Hooper. Anderson outside again, Graham. Graham off to his right. He'll pull it back out with 30 seconds left in the quarter. Red Hurricane the basketball down 3.
Pratt just needs to be careful. If they give it over there to Wells, he just needs to be really careful. He can't afford it. That's one guy we can't afford not to have down the stretch run. They're going to switch. Look, they're switching now.
10 seconds left in the quarter as Anderson operates up top. Anderson still with it. Off to his right, Isaiah Boyce. Back to Anderson. Comes far baseline. Head up out in front. Went right through Michael Wells. Mustangs on it. They turn it over from mid-court. 3 on the way off the mark, Isaiah Boyce. And we'll head to the fourth with Laurel Highlands in the lead at 43-40. We're back with a fourth quarter here in 60 for the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Zebley, Mehalov, and White. It's gonna be alright.
Understanding the complicated tax laws when it comes to estates can be extremely stressful. Dealing with a loved one's estate after they pass can be one of the most challenging tasks for a family in a time of need. Hi, this is attorney Dan White of Zebley, Mehalov & White. I'm here to help make that process easier. Our firm can help you and your family create and review wills and estates to make sure when the time comes to settle your assets, it will not be stressful because you have a plan. Don't put yourself through unneeded stress settling an estate or worrying about things you don't need to worry about. Call our office and we can help. Zebley, Mehalov & White. Call us at 724-439-9200 or visit us online at zeblaw.com. Zebley, Mehalov & White. Local attorneys helping local people. Let us help you fix your life.
Zebley, Mehalov, and White. It's gonna be alright.
Back here at the Peterson Event Center, buckle up for the fourth. Laurel Highlands 43, Newcastle 40. Ryan Morozek, Steve Superga, Gary Frankhauser with you. Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital Studios. Mustangs with all their horses back here for the fourth quarter will be Hooper, Keandre, Rodney Gallagher, Jaden Pratt, and Brandon Davis on the court. And Shields coming out.
fouls. On the other side, you really have no one in foul. Boys 2, I think he's the only one that has more than one.
I was watching the game, it just doesn't feel like winning. It seems like Newcastle scoring it well, but somehow the Mustangs are scratching and somehow maintain a 3-point lead.
Have the ball moving left to right as we describe it. Start this fourth quarter. Rodger edges the zone. Direct traffic. Mustangs leading at 43-40. Rodney, a little switch up top with Brandon Davis. To his left to Jai Hooper. Back to Gallagher.
Back to man-to-man for Newcastle.
Mustangs in no hurry here on this opening possession of the fourth quarter. Rod backs up high on the left. Rod staying with it. Was setting the screen. Rod floater from the foul line. No good. Offensive rebound in traffic.
Tripped.
Had it.
Yeah, he got
tripped up.
Pushed from the backside. That's going to be on probably Perkins.
Good call.
Yeah.
Does go on Perkins. Non-shooting. Perkins' second personal.
Yeah, Pratt goes down on the floor a lot. He's a hustler.
Oh, Mustang through tonight. Hustling for loose balls. High feet off the inbounds pass. Edge of the zone to Jai Hooper. Has it deflected in the backcourt. Ball comes loose. Guys going shoulder to shoulder. Red Hurricane find it. Will spin back. And a quick 2 for Michael Wells.
No, just a bad play there by Hooper. Just didn't get the ball. And there's going to be an injury timeout.
It's Isaiah Boyce.
It's a bad pass, and Hooper just kind of lazily went over there, and it got tipped around. He just needs to be a little more aggressive to get that ball.
And Boyce, guys, who was looking for 1,000 career points tonight, sitting at 998 right now, will check out of the game. It's 7:08 left here in the fourth. He's a big cog in their wheel, 14.5 points a game. 7:04 left in regulation. Laurel Highlands the basketball in a 1-point lead despite that turnover on the opening possession of the fourth quarter for the Mustangs. Brandon Davis up top, over to Gallagher on the far wing, defended now by Nick Wallace, who came into the game to replace Boyce.
For some screens out front here.
Keandre in the near corner now, trying to back his way in. He'll turn and shoot on the way off the mark. Pratt looking for the tip-off there to Jai Hooper, but it goes right to Michael Wells. And across to Michael Graham. Graham coming far wing, nothing called. They keep it alive, Jonathan Anderson. Off to his left, playing catch there with Wallace, back to Anderson again. Anderson now backing off edge of the zone. Joey Chambers to check in on the next whistle on the Laurel Highlands side. Anderson staying with it, watched by Pratt. Anderson coming inside, pulls back of the elbow. Save there by Michael Graham on the switch. Graham has yet to score in this game for Newcastle. Back to Wells again. Wells spinning far elbow, kick out, over to Michael Graham. Pulling it back again to Michael Wells. A little fronted there by Hooper. Red Hurricane in no hurry on this possession. Back up top, Anderson almost a fumble. Regains again. Anderson staying with it right in the lane. Fights inside. Tries to run over Keandre. Missed on the initial shot attempt. Who scored there on the putback? Was it Perkins?
It was.
Yep.
So Perkins on the putback. His first field goal of the game. Puts Newcastle on top at 44-43. Here's Gallagher back on the other side. Timeout. Mustangs will take one as well. 5:38 left. Newcastle leading by 1. We're back at 60 here on the CR Product Sports tonight.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Family owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
Going on now at C. Arbor Chevy East.
Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Silverado for only $299 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevyEast.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 27 months at 10,000 miles per year with 4,500 cash trade equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Security deposit waived. Sale ends April 4th, 2022. While supplies last. Residency restrictions apply. Call dealer for all other details at 724-668-2231.
Laurel Highlands with the basketball coming out of the timeout. Mustangs, guys, have yet to score here in this fourth quarter, down 44-43. 5:35 left in regulation.
I think a little too much one-on-one against the man-to-man. Not getting the screens like they need to.
Chambers at the foul line, pulling back Brandon Davis. A little ball fake, holds up top. Davis now will try to move here on the inside. Will turn and shoot through the foul. 2 free throws upcoming for Brandon Davis.
That should go on Boyce. That should be his third.
Does go on Boyce, and Boyce back in there for Newcastle after that earlier injury. Now Brandon Davis, an opportunity to tie the game here with a foul. First point here in the fourth, rattling home the free throw. He has 12 tonight. Game tied at 44. Now Davis for a second of 2 to put Laurel Highlands back on top. It's on the way and no good. Rebound pulled down there by Michael Wells. Just the second missed free throw for the Mustangs tonight. As Jonathan Anderson brings it back across. Picked up there by Gallagher. Game tied at 44. 5:06 left here in the fourth. Another deep three. Good again, Jonathan Anderson. Not much you can do about that. Anderson connecting from the parking lot.
Well, they know that they're going to shoot those. The Mustangs have to close out that defense, even that deep.
47-44 Newcastle. Keandre coming back. Near wing. Missed shot. Offensive foul. Called there on Keandre.
That's his fourth. Wow. Huge call there as Keandre went to the hoop, and standing there was Michael Wells, but I'm not sure.
I don't know about that one.
Now Hooper will check in here for Keandre to make sure the Mustangs have him for the stretch run. Not much Keandre could have done about that one. Coach Auger asking for it to be called on both
sides.
Are
you insane? And he said he just turned around. He knew it was a difficult call.
I think he was calling his name, Shane.
Yeah, Shane Snyder. The official big block there, Jaden Pratt on the drive for Michael Graham. Paul Pulio, Quinn McGuire, Shane Snyder, your crew tonight. Newcastle basketball leading by 3 at 47-44. Jonathan Anderson will trigger it in right of the basket in the Laurel Highlands zone.
Yeah, 4 minutes left. There's really not much saving the Shields for at this point. You gotta go with it, right?
I think you'll see him checking in here again rather soon.
Yeah, he's on the right in front of us now.
Anderson driving, floats it up, no good. Big rebound there. Jaden Pratt keeping it a one-possession game. Across Gallagher, bounce pass forward Chambers, pivots back underneath, pulls it out to Pratt. Up top again Gallagher. Mustangs down 3. Rod working here on the far wing. Watched by Perkins, drives inside, leaves it, and misses the shot attempt a little short, but drew the foul.
He's so good at drawing those fouls. He can go in there and get the contact, make a lot of those floating shove, push shots.
We had 2 free throws here. Has 19 points in this game. First of 2 free throws on the way and short there for Rodney Gallagher. That was his first free throw miss of the night, now 4 of 5. And Keandre back in now replacing Joey Chambers. Mustangs down 3 at 47-44.
What was that last
4:04 left in regulation.
Perkins, I think.
That was the third on Kamari Perkins. Second free throw good from Gallagher. He has an even 20. And Laurel Highlands back to within 2, down 47-45 as we go under 4 minutes left here in regulation. Jonathan Anderson high on the right. We'll switch back here with Michael Graham. Back to Anderson again. Coming far baseline now. Pulls back out on the wing. A little spin. Floats it up too strong. Goes right to Rodney Gallagher. Mustangs in transition 3-on-2. Gallagher driving right down the lane. Floats it up short. Keandre the rebound. This down the putback. Third attempt on the possession. Good Keandre to Shields. He has 11. This game tied at 47 with 3:35 to play.
Wow. A lot of contact on the drive, and they let it go.
And Jonathan Anderson will bring it back across. Timeout. Newcastle will take it as well. 3:25 left in regulation. Game tied at 47. We're back at 60 here on the C.R. Brana Group High School Sports Night.
Hi, Dr. Baker here from Baker Chiropractic. Wintertime is here again, and bad weather increases the chances of being in a car accident. Research has shown that speeds as low as 15 miles an hour can cause significant bodily injury. My staff and I at Baker Chiropractic have been caring for whiplash patients for over 20 years in the professional plazas on Easy Street across from Uniontown Hospital. If you're involved in an accident, don't wait. Call Baker Chiropractic at 437-3288, and we will evaluate your injuries and provide proper care that you need. That's Baker Chiropractic Chiropractic at 437-3288.
General Dentist Dr. Edward L. Wietek Jr. treats children, teens, and adults of all ages. Dr. Wietek performs all phases of general dentistry, including crowns and bridges, partials, full dentures, comprehensive orthodontics, root canals, bonded white fillings, dental implants to replace missing teeth and to stabilize loose-fitting dentures, and comprehensive exams and cleanings. Dr. Wietek's office is located on the National Pike, 1 mile west of the mall on Route 40. Call him up at 724-439-1616 for Dr. Edward L. Wietek, Jr.
3:25 left here in the fourth quarter. Game tied at 47. Newcastle and Laurel Highlands. Brian Morozak along with Steve Cooper and Gary Frankhauser tonight. Nick Bartek back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. Appreciate you joining us for the boys 5A championship. Laurel Highlands looking for their second WPIAL championship over the last 3 years. It's been tight just as we expected coming in, guys.
Absolutely. Good game.
Jonathan Anderson brings it across here for Newcastle. Off to his left, Isaiah Boyce. Back up top, touch from Perkins. Far side, a good ball movement underneath. Good move down low, but unable to finish. Michael Wells from for the rebound. Brandon Davis finds it there for the Mustangs. So tied at 47.
Go get the ball. Go get it, Rod. There you go.
We'll get it here on the switch. Game tied. Laurel Highlands with it, working left to right. Pratt setting the screen. Rod now backs up. Defended there by Wells. Rod on the inside, backing his way in, pulls it back to Jai Hooper now. Rodney Gallagher again. Gallagher, a little pivot from the foul line, not much operating room. Back to Hooper. Newcastle extending.
Rod needs to go get the ball. I think Coach needs a timeout, maybe.
Gallagher holding here.
They got 4 timeouts left.
I think the next whistle would also be immediate timeout unless they extended the last timeout and made it immediate timeout. As Keandre comes far baseline, tough shot, missed it. Battle for the rebound, should be a jump ball. It is. Possession arrow goes to Newcastle. Wow. At least it wasn't the fifth on Keandre.
That's true. Looks like he had the ball completely in his hands. And
that will be the media timeout here with 2:24 left in the fourth. Game tied at 47. We're back at 60 here on the CR Browner Group High School Sports Night.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowls Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowlsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all
I'm
states.
attorney Rob Harper, and I'm happy to be joining Bill Martin and Tripp Radcliffe at Radcliffe Law in Uniontown. I grew up in Uniontown and chose to make Fayette County my home. I also represent the county as an assistant district attorney, and I know my way around a courtroom. If you are hurt in an accident, buying or selling a home, need assistance with an estate or will preparation, call me at Radcliffe Law, 724-439-3939. The initial consultation is free. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
Here we go, 2:24 left here in the fourth quarter. Game tied at 47, Laurel Highlands and Newcastle. Newcastle basketball coming out of the media timeout after the jump ball we had.
Coach Harger talking to Paul Pulio. He's asking for a little help.
Both teams take all the help they can get here down the stretch. Jonathan Anderson brings it across, off to his left to Kamari Perkins. Inside feed, Boyce.
Oh, they're going to call that. See, that guy's calling every call against the Mustangs.
Shane Snyder posting here on Brandon Davis.
You don't mind that call, but the thing is, down the other end, there's so much contact down there and nothing. They call it jump ball.
Be a 1-and-1 here for Michael Wells. 65% for the season. Front end up on the way, and no good off the front of the rim. Scrum for the loose ball. Rebound, Brandon Davis finds it there for Laurel Highlands. Off to Gallagher and across. Gallagher long two near wing. Off the side of the rim, no good. He's hoping for a little bounce off the side of the rim and didn't get it. Michael Wells the rebound with 1:57 to play. Game still knotted up at 47. Here's Anderson coming back. A little switch there with Graham. Now Anderson again coming to far baseline. Picked up by Hooper. Will send it around the arc. Back on the near side to Isaiah Boyce. Boyce right of the lane. He'll pull it back out to Jonathan Anderson. Up top again, Michael Wells. He's the guy to watch. And Wells, they're going to call a trip up. And Wells almost fell more over Pratt than Pratt initiated anything there.
Wow. He kind of tripped over his own feet, I think.
Yeah, that's another tough call. Same official, too, guys. He's making all the calls against the Mustangs.
Shane Snyder again.
Yeah.
Who's that call on? Pratt?
Pratt is fourth. Wells, another front end of the 1-and-1. No good again.
As we used to say in the streets of New Brunswick, the ball never lies, and the Mustangs get it back on the missed free throw.
Gallagher trying to settle down the crowd. Such a heady player. We talked about.
Coach Auger needs a timeout. I think you're going to talk about what you want to do here.
We talked about how big free throw shooting might be, Steve, but they missed two front ends of 1-and-1s here in the final 2 minutes, both from their top scorer, Michael Wells, and now Laurel Highlands holding here high on the right. Game tied at 47, 1:10 to play. And now Brandon Davis
He's got
with it.
4 timeouts left. I don't know why he's not calling one right now.
I think he will if it gets down below like 40 seconds.
Gallagher and Davis playing catch down to 55 seconds
in front
left.
of us. You want me to tell him to call it?
In regulation,
all over
Davis driving, nothing called, trying to pull it back out. Ball was tipped, saved by Pratt. High on the left here, Ronnie Gallagher. They're going to hold again here with 43 seconds left. Gallagher working off to his right. Gallagher up top, long two, it's contested. No good, a lot of contact, nothing called. Tripping up there was Graham.
Can't get a call.
And the ball will roll over to Jonathan Anderson.
I mean, they're calling it on the other end, but we're not getting the call. That's tough.
Here we go, crowd on their feet. Newcastle with the basketball. Game tied at 47. They're going to play, 20 seconds left. Up top here, Jonathan Anderson. Timeout, Ralph Slundo. We'll step aside for a quick 17 seconds left in regulation. Game tied at 47. We're back at 30 here on the CR Brana Group High School Sports Night.
Oh, Gilly's Pub and Deli. Oh, Gilly's Pub and Deli. It's a place that I like to stay.
O'Gillies, your locally owned and operated hometown restaurant. Stop in and see them at 200 Askren Street Tuesday through Saturday and enjoy one of their daily specials. You can check out O'Gillies' weekly lunch and dinner specials on their Facebook page or website. Then call 724-438-5930 to place your order or to make your reservation. See you at O'Gillies.
O'Gilly's Pub and Deli. Askren Street, Uniontown, PA.
Back here at the Peterson Event Center, 17.2 left here in the fourth quarter. Game knotted up at 47. Laurel Highlands and Newcastle playing for a boys 5A championship. Red Hurricane with the basketball here with 17.2 left. You probably expect them guys to try to take this one down a little bit.
Absolutely, they'll take it to the last shot, and I would think they're going to try to post up Wells again down low.
I think if you're the Mustangs, you go for a steal, and if you foul somebody, they haven't been shooting free throws very well anyway.
You just have a possession coming back on the other side. See what happens here. 17.2 left. And well, low scoring fourth quarter. The Mustangs only 4 points here in the fourth. Newcastle just 7.
Yeah. Both teams just trying to feel each other out. And the Mustangs held the ball for about a minute and a half on that last possession and got a decent shot from Rodney, but could not get it to fall.
Michael Graham will be the trigger man here for Newcastle. Far side, just inside the Laurel Highlands zone. Graham will send it in.
Mismatch underneath with Davis guarding Wells.
Touched it back, and now Jonathan Anderson edges the zone, 10 seconds left. Anderson off to his left. That's Kamari Perkins. Pulls it up top. Little dump down in traffic. Ball goes out of bounds. And Newcastle basketball deflected out by Laurel Highlands with 4.5 left. Wow.
Good call by Coach
another
Auger.
Timeout. Laurel Highlands taking the timeout.
Newcastle has had some very impressive out-of-bounds plays under the hoop, and I think the Mustangs need to be completely aware of everywhere that the offensive players are in order to prevent that easy basket on the out-of-bounds play.
We'll take a quick 30 here on the CR Brana Group High School Sports Night.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Here in regulation. Game tied up at 47. Laurel Highlands and Newcastle. Red Hurricane will have it. They'll trigger it in here in the Mustang zone.
Well, they just showed a replay, and everybody from behind us, which is the Mustangs side of things had a big reaction. They all thought that ball went off of Newcastle. So tough break for the Mustangs. They got to play defense again here.
Newcastle's had some great inbounds plays so far tonight. Let's see if they get another one. Jonathan Anderson to trigger it in. Mustangs trying to get another timeout call. And it will get granted. Mustangs wanted to see what they had out on the floor.
Really kind of surprised that the Mustangs are staying man-to-man on the out-of-bounds. That's really hard to switch on those screens down low. And that's how the Red Hurricane were able to score one earlier in the first half on a beautifully executed out-of-bounds play. So the Mustangs need to be well aware of the screens and switch very quickly to prevent such an easy basket.
We'll keep it right here. 4.5 left. Game tied at 47. If you're on the Newcastle side, what are you trying to drop? I'd have to think trying to get the ball in the hands of Michael Wells.
Oh, absolutely. You got to get it to Wells, and he's going to go to the basket. And the Mustangs got to double team him and try to slap the ball away like they did on the last play. And it looked like it, didn't it, that he kind of shoved it out of bounds, and somehow the Red Hurricane come up with it. But
you always hate to go against the officials, Gary, but the Mustangs certainly have had some calls go against them here in the fourth quarter.
Well, look for Wells to actually set a screen and then spin inside to get the pass after the screen.
Mustangs would love overtime at this juncture of the game. We'll need a missed shot here from Newcastle to force the extra session. Jonathan Anderson to trigger it in right in the basket in the Laurel Highlands zone. Brandon Davis watching the trigger man. Anderson looking to send it in, bounces it out in front. Ball comes loose. You get a jump ball called here. Mustangs get it off the arrow with 1.9 left. It'll have to go the length of the court.
Great defense on the out-of-bounds play by the Mustangs. Good hustle, ball on the court. We had 3 Mustangs diving for it, causing the held ball, and the Mustangs will have possession. Brandon Davis showing a little discomfort from that scrum on the court.
So here we go. It'll be Brandon Davis to trigger it in here for Laurel Highlands. Ronnie Gallagher will let it go. He'll take it up at midcourt. Shot on the way, off the mark. And we are headed to overtime. Tied at 47, Laurel Highlands and Newcastle. Extra session coming your way next in 60 here on the C.R. Brana Group High School Sports Tonight.
Does your car sound like it's saying, "Trade me in, trade me in," every time you start it up? Well, go to Ford of Uniontown and trade it in. That's right, your Uniontown Ford dealer is ready to assist you with a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV purchase. Ford of Uniontown has all the deals, all the inventory, and they are ready to deal. It has never been a better time to buy a Ford. Service is their top priority. No matter where you purchase your Ford car or truck, Ford of Uniontown will be happy to service it for you. They offer Ford-trained technicians, Ford-certified parts and service, 1-year, 12,000-mile parts warranties, and new state-of-the-art service equipment. Call or stop in today to see the hometown service of Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 West across from Applebee's. So listen to your car the next time you hear it say, "Trade me in, trade me in." Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 at the top of the hill.
Number 1 seed in Laurel Highlands, number 2 seed in Newcastle. Might expect overtime tonight, you're going to get it. Tied at 47. And guys, how about that fourth quarter? Newcastle outscoring Laurel Highlands by a score of only 7-4 in the fourth quarter.
Defensive battle.
Yeah, Mustangs with just 1 basket, 2 for 4 from the line.
4 minutes on the clock here for the overtime session, and they'll toss it up. Kamari Perkins to jump here against DeAndre DeShields. Mustangs working left to right. Ball in the air. Mustangs win it back to Rodney Gallagher. DeAndre's been great on those jump balls all season.
I don't think he lost one.
Here's Gallagher up top. We'll switch here with Brandon Davis. Davis holding here on the near wing. Davis coming near baseline. Trying to spin off of Anderson, and a push called here on the Red Hurricane. That'll be only team foul number 6 here in the second half. So the Mustangs 1 away from entering the 1-1. It's the second on Anderson. Ball goes into Keandre, back to Brandon Davis. Watched there by Michael Wells. Davis into the corner, Keandre, a little bump. will stay with it. Keandre on the inside. Missed on the first shot attempt. Got it back and got fouled by Kamari Perkins going back up, and that's 4 on Perkins. And we'll send Keandre to the foul line to shoot 2.
You like to see the Mustangs being aggressive there offensively.
Wow. First of 2 free throws, no good from Keandre. Here in overtime. Game remains tied at 47. Keandre second of 2 on the way and good as he rattles it home. Mustangs a 1-point lead, 12 for Keandre. Laurel Highlands 48, Newcastle 47. 3:23 left here in the first overtime.
Because of the foul trouble to DeShields, Davis has to try to guard Wells.
Kamari Perkins up top, off to his right to Michael Graham. Graham still scoreless in this game for Newcastle. Touchdown from Jonathan Anderson. Wells between the circles, and now Michael Graham again. Working off to his left, picked up there by Jaden Pratt. Again, you have both Pratt and Keandre with 4 personals on the Laurel Highlands side. Perkins with 4 for Newcastle. Perkins a little ball fake there. Throwing it back, Anderson up top, Boyce. To his left, Michael Graham. Long possession here for Newcastle. Then a 2:45 left here in overtime. Mustangs a 1-point lead. Hooper now on Anderson. Little switch back. Scoop shot on the drive. No good from Boyce. Mustangs the rebound.
Rodney, go get the ball, please. There you go. Please. Thank you.
And he'll bring it across. Mustangs up 1 at 48-47. 2:24 left here in overtime. Rodney high on the left tells Anderson bring it. As Pratt sets the screen. Rod still operating up top. Backs off. Rod such a heady player for Laurel Highlands. Pratt again setting the screen up top. Rod staying with a drive. Floats it up and in. Big time shot. Rodney Gallagher has 22 for the game. Mustangs lead by 3 at 50-47.
One thing you got to say, you like the Mustangs, what they've been playing to win. They're not timid. They're playing aggressive basketball.
Michael Graham off to his right. Expect a 3-ball in this possession. Michael Wells has it now. No, he's going to spin on the inside. Got blocked by Brandon Davis, but Wells got it back. Floated up, another miss. Third attempt on the possession. Kamari Perkins got it to go to pull Newcastle back to within 1. And another timeout. Laurel Highlands 50, Newcastle 49. This will be a 30-second timeout. We're back at 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service? Sandy Howell Notary Services, LLC, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, PA, is here to help with transfers, plate renewals, new PA plates, and more. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and surrounding areas. Open weekday evenings starting at 5:30 p.m., Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sandy Howell Notary Services, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
1:36 left here in overtime. Laurel Highlands a 50-49 lead over Newcastle will be the Mustangs basketball. Coming back after the timeout, the Kamari Perkins make for the Red Hurricane. Timeout situation, Mustangs 3 remaining, Newcastle 2 remaining. The foul situation, you have Keandre with 4, Jaden Pratt with 4 for the Mustangs, Kamari Perkins with 4 for Newcastle.
Well, Mustangs have a 1-point lead. And you got to figure you're going to put the ball in Gallagher's hand. It might be time to stall a little bit. I mean, let's face it, they don't have to. They can finish.
Rely on the foul shot.
Yeah, rely on the foul shots and just.
Brandon Davis will bring it across after getting the feed from Gallagher, picked up there by Isaiah Boyce. Davis high on the right. Davis now working down the near boundary, coming near baseline. Davis, tough shot, got blocked going up by Perkins. A lot of contact, no foul call.
No call, but really not a shot you want to try to take contested like that.
Michael Graham coming back. We'll pull it back high on the left. Jonathan Anderson as we approach the 1-minute mark of this first overtime.
I thought they would dribble around a little longer. Give the ball to Gallagher.
Anderson up top. A little switch back there with Isaiah Boyce. Boyce another switch with Michael Graham. Graham on the inside, pivot back up top. Anderson with a seam, floats it up, no good. Keandre the rebound.
Definitely need to hold now, get a timeout.
He missed there from point-blank range. Timeout, Laurel Highlands.
Coach Auger heard us. Yeah, I was waving timeout. He saw me.
50-49 Mustangs. Take a quick 30 here on the CR Browna Group High School Sports Night.
Calm down. Roddy's telling everybody to calm down.
When it's time to service your vehicle, don't procrastinate. Call Rose Motors at 724-583-1944. Rose Motors, specializing in computer diagnostics, engine and electrical problems, brake service, electronic tune-ups, air conditioning repair, exhaust work, state inspection, and more. Looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? See Rose Motors, where financing is also available. Rose Motors, 42 River Avenue in Masontown. Serving the area for 3 generations. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5, Saturday by appointment.
38.9 left here in the first overtime. Laurel Highlands up 50-49. Mustangs will have the basketball. Been pretty much, guys, everything we expected coming in. And then some.
At this point, the Mustangs need to try to not allow a possession for Newcastle if they can avoid it at all. But I think from the Newcastle side, if they don't see the Mustangs going to the hoop with about 20 to 25 seconds, you would see them fouling.
Rodney Gallagher will trigger it in here for the Mustangs, and a little backcourt pressure now from Newcastle. Rod into Davis, back to Rod. Those two play catch. Davis has it here on the near side, back to Gallagher again, and finally Davis across to Keandre. Keandre between defenders, sends it out to Gallagher high on the left. Again, the Mustangs have a 1-point lead, and Newcastle's coming out to foul. That'll be team foul number 7 to be a 1-and-1 here for the Mustangs.
26 seconds remaining.
Jai Hooper will be checking in.
Probably checking in for Chambers, defense.
And it will be Rodney Gallagher shooting your 1-and-1 here for the Mustangs. He's 5 of 6 from the foul line.
You get the feeling this just is not over. Even if he makes both free throws, it's not over.
It's a little deja vu from 2 years ago also.
Gallagher front end of the 1-and-1, good. He made him 2 years ago.
Oh, come on.
Lead now at 2 at 51-49. 26 seconds left here in the first overtime. Rod now for his second. Up on the way, good again, and he made him here his junior year too. For the Mustangs, up 3 at 52-49. 29, check that, 26 seconds left here in overtime, another timeout. We'll step aside for another quick 30 here on the CR Browna Group High School Sports Tonight.
For attorney Melinda Della Rose, helping people with compassionate counseling, candid legal advice, strong advocacy, and professional commitment is what she does best. With an office at 99 East Main Street in downtown Uniontown, attorney Della Rose specializes in family law, municipal law, and general civil litigation, as well as personal injury, estate planning, probate, and more. For more information, call attorney Melinda Della Rose at 724-437-3200, 724-437-3200, or online at DelaRoseLaw.com.
Back here at the Peterson Event Center, Laurel Highlands 52, Newcastle 49, 26 seconds left here in overtime. And guys, it would not surprise me to see Newcastle hit a 3 on this possession and send it in maybe to a second overtime tonight.
Well, that's probably their plan. They have to either do that or try to post up Wells underneath for the old-fashioned three-point play. But
I like that. That's a double reverse eye jazz, as we call it, Brian. I like that call.
But they're tough, Steve. You look at Wells from the outside, Isaiah Boyce. How about Boyce, Steve? He's 2 points shy of 1,000 for his career. That'd be a great way to get 1,000, hitting a 3 to send a game into double overtime.
Coach De'Aaron Jenkins just imploring his team not to foul on a three-point attempt. That's the last thing you want to do, to give him 3 free throws.
Michael Graham sends it into Jonathan Anderson. Anderson back across here for Newcastle. Switch back up top. Michael Wells going to drive inside. Got blocked by Keandre, who finds the loose ball and gets fouled here by the Red Hurricane. And the Mustangs will have another 1-and-1, up 3 with 16 seconds left here in the first overtime.
It's like Keandre was above the rim by about 1.5 feet to block that drive by Wells. And you knew Wells was going to be the man they went to. And Keandre, with those 4 fouls, went high for the block.
This will be a 1-and-1 here for Keandre. Coach Hogger directing his troops out in front. Keandre front end of the 1-and-1. No good. Look out here. Newcastle can still tie it on a 3, and they'll take a timeout here with Michael Wells. Here we go again. 13.9 left here in the first overtime. 52-49 Mustangs. Newcastle another shot at extending the game. We're back at 30 here on the CR Browna Group High School Sports Night.
Where can you go these days and have your gas pumped for you, oil checked, and windshield cleaned? Joby's Golf. That's where. Joby's Golf is conveniently located at the corner of Fayette and Beeson Boulevard. Joby's Golf is a fast, friendly, full-service gas station serving the Uniontown area in the same location for over 47 years. Joby's Golf offers lockout services, general repairs, tire repair, fenced-in storage lots, state inspection, golf products, and AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Call 724-438-0681.
Back here at the Peterson Event Center, coming out of the timeout, Newcastle basketball after Keandre DeShields missed the front end of a 1-and-1. Red Hurricane down 3 at 52-49.
The Mustangs would decide to foul on the way down the court to prevent any chance for a three-point shot. That would put the Red Hurricanes in line for 2 shots.
Steve, you like that call?
It's going to be difficult.
No, I don't know. I just think you got to guard the 3-point line. Let them drive in, and here's the thing, guys. They have no timeouts. So if they score, the clock's going to run out.
One remaining.
They do have one.
I thought he came over and said no timeouts to them. So I don't know if that's correct, because the official went over there and said they have no timeouts. But that's it does say one on the board, doesn't it?
Michael Graham will trigger it in. 13.9 left, sends it in to Jonathan Anderson, picked up there by Hooper.
Good job.
Anderson back through center. Anderson staying with it, 7 seconds left. Outside, Boyce for the 3, hit it. Boyce hits the 3, goes over 1,000 career points. Now Gallagher from midcourt to win it, almost sent it in, but what a way to get 1,000 career points and send this game into double overtime. Isaiah Boyce draining the 3. He has 14. We're headed to double overtime. We're back at 60 here on the C.R. Brana Group High School Sports Night.
Hello, everybody. This is John Marietta, and I am the Hillbilly. And you spell Hillbilly Hillbilly. And my radio show is on WMBS at 3:15 every Tuesday. And I have somebody here with me.
Hi guys, my name's Isabella Russo. I'm your conservative girl. We're coming at you with a lot of news and updates and interviews and all that good stuff.
Thanks for listening in, and God bless each and every one of you.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
Back here at the Peterson Event Center, ready for the second overtime. Tied at 52, Newcastle and Laurel Highlands. Said it could happen, guys, and Boyce, late 3. Should have listened to you, Gary. You wanted him to foul. We'll toss it up again for the second overtime. Perkins and Keandre, ball in the air. This time Newcastle able to win it back. It'll be Jonathan Anderson bringing it across. Newcastle working right to left here for the second overtime. And Michael Graham has it up top. Graham, a seam, pivots back and actually needs a little help, and will pull it back edge of the zone. Jonathan Anderson, surprised he didn't go strong, with the Mustangs having some foul trouble there down on the block. Graham pulling back to Anderson again here, edge of the zone. Picked up by Hooper. Anderson spinning off to his left. He has a seam. He'll float it up and in. Jonathan Anderson giving Newcastle the lead here in the second overtime at 54-52. 3:20 left here in the second extra session. Rodney Gallagher taking a long 2, trying to answer back a little short. Scrum for the rebound, and found there by Michael Graham for Newcastle. Mustangs in a little bit of an early hole here in the second overtime session. And Jonathan Anderson will bring it back across. Now Newcastle can waste a little time with the basketball in a 2-point lead. Michael Graham driving here on Pradia's 4 personal. And bounce it back to Jonathan Anderson again. Anderson double team. Back to Graham. Watch there by Hooper. Graham's going to drive. Floats it up. No good. Battle for the loose ball rebound. Should be a jump ball. Mustangs get it off the arrow.
That's got to be a foul. He got mauled there.
Laurel Highlands basketball. Joey Chambers now spelling to Jai Hooper. And Rodney Gallagher will trigger it in here for the Mustangs. Coach Onger's red and then some tonight.
He's coaching to the end. Both coaches doing a fantastic job. Strategies have been impeccable, and it shows with the tied score, but now Newcastle with the lead.
Keandre coming free. Will drive inside and tie the game. Keandre to Shields with 14.
Would not be denied.
We're knotted up at 54, 2:20 left here in the second overtime. Jonathan Anderson up top, fronted there by Joey Chambers. Anderson backing off. Anderson driving. He'll put it off the glass and in again. Jonathan Anderson with 16 tonight. Newcastle back up 2 at 56-54. We go under 2 minutes left here in the second overtime. Gallagher back to Brandon Davis. Pulled back Joey Chambers, fronted there by Michael Graham. Bounce it back to Keandre, edge of the zone. Keandre still up top. Keandre driving left of the lane. Between defenders, shot with the left hand, good. Keandre to Shields, they're matching buckets here in the double overtime. We're tied at 56. 1:38 left here in the second extra session. And this will be a full timeout. We're back at 60 here on the C. Harper Honda Group High School Sports Night.
Going on now at C. Harper Chevrolet.
Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Silverado for only $299 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevy.com. Chevrolet. Find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 27 months at 10,000 miles per year with $4,500 cash trade equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Security deposit waived. Sale ends April 4th, 2022. While supplies last. Residency restrictions apply. Call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000.
Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henney extends his best wishes to both the Uniontown Red Raiders and Laurel Highlands Mustangs. District Judge Nathan Henney knows that success in life comes from hard work, and a successful sports season is the result of the hard work of the players and the coaches, and the support of their families. It requires teamwork. Good luck to the Uniontown Red Raiders and the Laurel Highlands Mustangs from District Judge Nathan Henney.
1:38 left. A lot of nail biting going on tonight here at the Peterson Event Center. Tied at 56. 1:38 left here in the second overtime.
An instant classic.
You know what we haven't seen yet? A steal. I don't recall anybody making a steal.
A couple back in the first half. Haven't had too many, though.
No, it's both teams have been very solid with their ball handling. No doubt about that.
Nico Johns had one. I think he might have had two in that opening quarter. Well, you're right. As of late, haven't seen much of it.
It's about time we get one.
Newcastle with the basketball. Jonathan Anderson will bring it across. Again, Red Hurricane working right to left as we describe it. Anderson picked up there by Gallagher off to his left to Nick Wallace a touch, and they'll dump it down low, and Michael Wells able to get the two to go on the leaner. 23 for Wells. Red Hurricane back up 2 at 58-56.
Tough assignment there for Brandon Davis down low.
There's Gallagher back into the Newcastle zone. Rodney Gallagher with Pratt setting the screen. They'll dump it into the corner. And it'll go down to Keandre, who makes a position down low for himself. Comes by, gets the two to go, and draws the foul in the process.
Wow, what a Euro step that was. It was about a 10-foot Euro step that no doubt was legal.
And he ties the game at 58, drew the foul in the process. Keandre has all 6 of the Mustangs' points here in the second overtime. 18 for the game. If there's ever a time, Steve, for George to wave the foam finger, this is it.
He needs this free throw.
He's not going to get it. Wow. Rebound pulled down by Michael Graham.
2 big free throw misses for Keandre.
We go under a minute left here in the second overtime. Game tied at 58. Michael Graham, edge of the zone, driving here on Jaden Pratt. Put it off the glass, no good. Battle for the rebound, comes free, and Brandon Davis secures it there for the Mustangs. If they could, Steve, I'd take this all the way down.
I would. I'd call timeout.
Just one timeout left.
Yeah, I think you go with it here. You never know if you might need that off an inbound pass, too. Gallagher has it high on the left, 28 seconds left here in the double overtime. Rodney Gallagher.
I just let him take it. Now, Davis has to get up there where he can at least be there for a kick out.
And now we're going to get a timeout here for the Mustang bench. With 13.9 left, that's the final Laurel Highlands timeout. We'll step aside for a quick 30. here on the C.R. Browna Group High School Sports Night.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowls Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowlsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Back here at the Peterson Event Center, Laurel Highlands, another opportunity to win it. 13.9 left here in the second overtime. Laurel Highlands out of timeouts here, Steve, so this inbound pass going to be big.
Yep, you got to be careful.
What do you expect to see here coming out of the timeout?
I think you got to put. I think you're going to put Chambers, I would think, to throw the ball in, or maybe Gallagher, but you got to get the ball back to Gallagher's hands. I think,
very quickly.
I mean, that or the way the Shield has been going to the basket, maybe throw it in there to him.
Certainly wants the ball in Rod's hands with 13.9 left. The Mustangs break the huddle off to our right. They'll trigger it in from the far side. Again, this inbound pass, extremely key. Laurel Highlands out of timeout. Joey Chambers will send it in. Chambers from just inside the Newcastle zone red hurricane to take a timeout. Well, gamesmanship going on. We'll step aside for a quick 30. Still tied at 58. 13.9 left here in the second overtime for the C.R. Browna Group High School Sports Night.
General Dentist Dr. Edward L. Wietek Jr. treats children, teens, and adults of all ages. Dr. Wietek performs all phases of general dentistry, including crowns and bridges, partials, full dentures, comprehensive orthodontics, root canals, bonded white fillings, dental implants to replace missing teeth and to stabilize loose-fitting dentures, and comprehensive exams and cleanings. Dr. Wietek's office is located on the National Pike, 1 mile west of the mall on Route 40. Call him up at 724-439-1616 for Dr. Edward L. Wietek Jr.
Here we go again after the Newcastle timeout. Still Laurel Highlands basketball. Game tied at 58. No one's left here tonight, guys.
Nope.
Yep, it's a full house, and it has remained a full house. Pretty much everyone on their feet now.
Yeah, everyone's standing.
You look never buckle up time. This is it. 13.9 left. Mustangs an opportunity for the game-winning shot here in the second overtime session. Joey Chambers was set to trigger it in last time. Let's see if the Mustangs mix things up, and they will. Keandre now will send it in. The Mustangs will break here with three lined up. Off the inbounds pass goes into the backcourt to Rodney Gallagher. So Gallagher with 10 seconds left will bring it back across, picked up by Michael Graham. Down to 6 seconds left. Keandre setting the screen. Rod up top. Rod will spin on the inside. Shot to win it. Rodney got fouled.
They got a foul.
Yes, they do have a foul. Rodney got fouled. He'll have an opportunity here at the foul line. It will be 2 free throws. He just needs to make one for Laurel Highlands to win their second WPIAL championship.
Time has expired, so there shouldn't be any time left on the clock.
Over the last 3 years, third in school history. And if there's ever big free throws, Steve.
Yep. Well, you know what?
Newcastle's coach is incredulous. He's going to get himself a technical. He's out over here at the scores table screaming at the official.
Well, they got a lot of calls going their way.
They got a lot of calls all night.
No
that's a big one.
That is unbelievable that they did not call a technical. He's out on the court over all the way to the scores table.
Now, Rod just has to do his thing. Always a big-time player.
And it's a 2-shot foul.
Just needs one of 2 to win the Mustangs' second WPIAL championship over the last 3 years. This is a guy whose hands you want the ball with, and he makes the free throw to win the WPIAL championship for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs.
Still point 3.
Brian, what are you talking about? It's not over.
I thought there was no time left on the clock.
0.3 seconds left.
Okay, so here we go.
He should miss this on purpose.
It's up on the way and good. So Newcastle won the last shot at it, 60 to 58. They won a timeout. So we're not done yet. Just when we thought it was over, game not done yet. 0.3 left on the clock.
The only thing they can do is catch and shoot with .3, and that is a Very difficult thing to do, but it is still within the legal time frame to allow a catch and throw.
Well, they
don't foul.
Yeah, no fouls. That's what they're going to be talking about.
You got to believe Newcastle's going to try to throw it the length of the court. Christian Leitner comes to mind.
And you need something quick here on a release.
It almost has to be a tip-in, right?
Pretty much with .3 left. I mean, you're really going to have to get something to go your way here if you're Newcastle. And what a well-played game, though, guys, on both sides tonight.
Well, how about the Shields just playing his heart out? I know he missed those 2 free throws, but Big George's he had 6 huge points in this second overtime.
And playing with 4 fouls the entire fourth quarter and the first overtime and the second overtime. So,
well-disciplined.
26 points for Rodney Gallagher.
Including 2 huge free throws here in the second overtime with the Mustangs up to, again, .3 left on the clock. Pretty much need a tip-in.
Yeah.
It'll have to go the length of the court.
Rodney Gallagher's going to pull out his defensive back moves here.
Yeah. Again, you don't want too much contact, though.
No contact, yes.
Don't give the officials any reason to call a foul.
Got to get behind number 10. He's deep. You can't let him throw that ball the length of the court.
That's Kamari Perkins. It'll be Michael Wells to send it down. They're going to go at midcourt. Shot on the way off the mark from Jonathan Anderson. It's official now. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs win their second WPIAL championship over the last 3 years, 60-58 in double overtime over Newcastle tonight.
Wow, what a game. What a game. And all the calls that were going against us all night, we finally get a break on that call there when Gallagher makes both free throws, and the Mustangs stay undefeated, 25-0 WPIAL champions.
Could not ask for a better game for a boys 5A championship game here at the Peterson Event Center tonight.
Just glad to be here.
Yes, I agree. Front row for all the action. Took double overtime. The Laurel Highlands a 60-58 win over Newcastle. We're back to tell you all about it. We'll have some interviews for you as well during our post-game show brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Comes your way next here on WMBS and on the Triple I High School Sports Network.
Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer litigated over 275 civil and criminal trials, some of which have been aired on Oprah, Inside Edition, and ESPN. Having an engineering degree, master's in business administration, and law degree qualifies him to go toe-to-toe with anyone. His firm concentrates in wills, trusts, estates, property transfers, personal injury, solar field and Marcellus gas negotiations, and family law. Small enough to care and smart enough to win. Phone 724-425-1162 or email TommySchaefer@hotmail.com.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Mom Maruka's Pizza Shop, located at 64 Barton Mill Road in Uniontown, is your prime place to enjoy local high school sports. Mom Maruka's is family owned and operated where pride of ownership certainly shows. The Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, subs, and wings. Mom Maruka's is open Monday through Saturday 4 to 10 for indoor-outdoor dining and takeout. Call 724-438-9066 or visit MomMarukaPizza.com for their menu.
As a Laurel Highlands graduate himself, Fayette County Commissioner Vince Vicites knows how special this basketball team is. If you go way back to 1968, more than 50 years ago, we were champions of the entire state. But what about the team this year? What talent, what effort. Can we do it again? Go Mustangs! From Fayette County Commissioner Vince Vicites.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Thanks for calling Autoland Hyundai, your hometown dealer. This is Chris Parker Jr. speaking. How can I help you?
I hope so. Do you fix cars?
Yes, we do. We pride ourselves on having the finest service department around.
Well, my car is broken, and I would really like to get it fixed by someone I can trust.
You can count on us. We've been recognized by Hyundai as the #1 service department in the Pittsburgh District, which encompasses 7 counties in PA plus parts of West Virginia and Maryland.
I hope it's not too pricey. I only have $3.29.
I see. What's your name?
Olivia. Little Olivia.
Oh.
I'm going to ask my daddy to bring you my pedal car tomorrow so you can fix it.
At Autoland Hyundai, you'll get the most dependable service no matter your make or model with convenient Saturday hours to fit your schedule.
You'll always pay less to drive or service. The best at Autoland Hyundai, your hometown dealer.
Located in downtown Uniontown, online at AutolandHyundai.com. Phone 724-437-9999 for Autoland Hyundai.
Took double overtime for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, the WPIAL champions again. Third time in school history, second time over the last 3 years, 60-58 in double overtime over the Newcastle Red Hurricanes. Steve, was your final stats. They're brought to you by Peachin's Pharmacy, located inside the downtown Connellsville Peachin Market. As we come back on our post-game show, brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Steve?
Okay, for the Red Hurricane, Anderson finishes with 14 points, Perkins with 5, Boyce with 11, and Michael Wells, a terrific ball game, finishes with 23 points. They scored 14 in the first, 13 in the second, 13 in the third, 7 in the fourth, 5 in the first overtime, and 6 in the second overtime, 58 for the ball game. For the Mustangs, just 4 players in the scoring column for the Mustangs. Jaden Pratt with 4 points, Davis with 12, Keandre DeShields, 6 huge points in the second overtime, finishes with 18, and of course Rodney Gallagher, the 2 big free throws to win it, and he finishes with 26 points. They scored 16 in the first, 12 in the second, 15 in the third, just 4 in the fourth, 5 in the first overtime, and 8 in the second overtime for a 60-58 victory. And there's a lot of other stats we can read you, and I'm sure Gary wants to read them, but let me tell you, there's only one stat that matters, and that's 60-58.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. And Mustangs receiving their championship medals as Coach Harger is draping them over his entire squad out there at the foul line in front of us, and it's a very happy crew, and the fans for the Mustangs have stayed for the entire ceremony and just as happy as the players.
What other stats do stick out to you, though, Gary?
Well, the one that really came back to me was the rebounding. The Mustangs end up tying 33 rebounds to 33 rebounds, and I think that really prevented those second chance points by Newcastle down low, and they really battled with that. And another, we talked about this, the ball control by both teams, only 8 turnovers by each team, Steve.
Well, I'll tell you what, only 8 turnovers. Both teams played terrific. Newcastle, give them a lot of credit. They just kept coming at us, and the Mustangs just had an answer every time. And it seemed like, I said it a couple times from the broadcast, it seemed like we were losing, but we were still winning by a couple. And to give the Mustangs credit, it looked like things were down and out. And in that overtime period, especially the second one, they were aggressive, going to the basket, especially with the Shields down low, going right to the hoop. And that's why they are WPIAL champions.
We'll step aside for a quick timeout. We'll be back with a couple of interviews as well. The Mustangs posing for a WPIAL championship team photo right now in front of us. Again, Laurel Highlands wins it 60-58 in double overtime. We're back for more in our post-game show. Brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Comes your way next here on WMBS and on the Triple I High School Sports Network.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases, but most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis.
We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation, and there are no fees until you receive money on your case.
If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Phone 724-437-2799.
Hi, Dr. Baker here from Baker Chiropractic. Wintertime is here again, and bad weather increases the chances of being in a car accident. Research has shown that speeds as low as 15 miles an hour can cause significant bodily injury. My staff and I at Baker Chiropractic have been caring for whiplash patients for over 20 years in the professional plazas on Easy Street across from Uniontown Hospital. If you're involved in an accident, don't wait. Call Baker Chiropractic at 437-3288 and we will evaluate your injuries and provide proper care that you need. That's Baker Chiropractic at 437-3288.
Mustangs win it 60-58 in double overtime. Back in our postgame show, being joined by Laurel Highlands head coach Rick Hogger. And Coach, what a grind this was tonight.
It absolutely was. I thought maybe at the end of the first overtime we had it, and then that guy, he made a tremendous shot. Boys, I'm not even sure how he did it, but it did. Hopefully it makes him appreciate it a little bit more. I don't know. But you know, there was never very much separation in the game as far as scoring. I think maybe they were up 5 in the first quarter and sometimes.
That was about it.
I think that was the biggest one. But, you know, two very similar teams. It's obvious to see why they've been champions so many times, you know. They just kept after it. And we started to get a little bit of foul trouble there. And I was trying to, with Keandre, a wee little bit, play some offense, defense, but can't keep him out of there very long, and obviously that worked out pretty good because he kind of took over in the overtime a little bit.
It was interesting because Boyce hit that three to send it into the double overtime. That actually put him over 1,000 career points, so I'm sure he's going to remember that for a while. But then down the stretch, you have the ball in the hands of Rodney Gallagher, and that's the guy you want to have the basketball there when it really matters.
Well, yeah, we had we thought we could run a go screen with Keandre, you know, because they like to switch a lot of times, but they didn't bite on that, so then that's when Rodney took over. So it kind of worked out pretty good.
Coach,
I would say so.
Yeah, Coach, one thing I can say, as good as they were, and they were playing, you know, some terrific, what an offensive performance they put on, our guys never quit battling, and they were aggressive the whole time. Even the overtime starts, we were going at the basket, which was nice to see, and that and DeShields was terrific with 6 big points in that second overtime.
He was, and I think him and Jaden Pratt had a couple blocks on when it looked like they may be able to get a layup or something, and not only block but then secure the rebound. So that was big.
Well, congratulations, Coach.
The only thing I can say for sure is when Rodney went to the foul line, I told Coach Smith, I said, we've been here before.
Yeah.
I like that.
Well, we were there at the end of regulation, too, tonight. We thought that was enough, but then they hit the threes.
Yeah, that's right. It was in there. Okay, guys, thank you so much.
Thanks, Coach.
We also have Keandre DeShields with us as well. And Keandre, WPIAL championship, your first. You weren't here 2 years ago when the Laurel Highlands team won a WPIAL title. How special is it tonight?
It feels great. Here watching them 2 years ago, but now I'm just playing in it. It just feels good.
Well, Keandre, we saw you in that second overtime kind of just see it in your eyes that you wanted to take over. Was that your strategy in that second overtime to take it to the hoop the best you could?
Yeah, I was just trying to get the win, and I just had a smaller defender on me. I just took him every single time.
You have that little turnaround spin move, and then all of a sudden the lane opened up and you got to the basket, and you had a huge dunk, which I'm sure will be played back for many years to come tonight. That was pretty nice, and I was glad they didn't call us a technical on you for hanging on the rim. But it seemed like, now did you feel like that? Seemed like a lot of calls were going against us. A couple tough calls on you, but you managed to stay away from getting that fifth foul, which was huge because we needed you down the stretch.
Yeah, I just stayed back because I knew my team needed me. So I was just trying not to foul at all. Just play good defense, but just not jump or anything.
And they switched up and they put Brandon Davis on Wells. Obviously, he was going to go after you, so then you had a little bit. But then that actually worked out because you swooped in and got a couple of blocks after he was kind of pounding.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Well, Keandre, you're going to revel in this victory, the WPIAL championship, for a few days. Now it's on to the states, and you guys got to get back to practice.
Yeah, we got tomorrow off, then we go right back to it Sunday for state.
Tuesday night.
Yep.
Tuesday night.
Well, Keandre, again, congrats on the win. And there's been a big fan of yours watching all season long down in Delaware. You don't know about this guy, but he loves you.
Yeah, we got to tell you, his name's Big George, and we would tease him. We said every time you do something good, like a dunk or I always yell, Big George is waving his foam finger for Keandre, and we said it all year. So he's got a big foam finger with your name on it down there in Delaware.
Yeah, my parents told me about him. But I heard him a couple of times.
Cool.
Again, Keandre, congrats. I know they're going to take you back for some other interviews as well. We appreciate you taking the time to join us.
All right, thank you.
That's Keandre DeShields joining us here on our post-game show, brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Mustangs win it 60-58 in double overtime. We're back to wrap things up for you in a moment from the Peterson Event Center here on WMBS and on the Triple I High School Sports Network.
The North Union Township Recreation Center and supervisors are a proud sponsor of the Laurel Highlands Mustang basketball team. The North Union Rec Center and supervisors wish the Mustangs good luck in the playoffs. For information on the North Union Township Rec Center's basketball and soccer leagues, please call 724-438-7350 or visit their website at northunionreccenter.com.
Hi, I'm Russ Bleho. As your local Allstate agent, providing protection that fits your life is something I take, personally. I'm committed to learning about your needs and personalizing protection to meet them. From bundling your auto, home, and life insurance with ease to evaluating optional coverage based on your protection needs, I can build an insurance proposal that fits your life. Are you in good hands? Contact me, Russ Bleho, for a free quote.
Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Savings vary.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest, now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Come see what everyone's crowing about. It's Rooster's Roost next to the Uniontown Shopping Center on Francis Street in the Old Eddie's Tavern location. Craving pizza, wings, fried chicken, hoagies, or your favorite salad or sides? It's all at Rooster's Roost. Eat in, take out, or have it delivered. Call 724-320-2244 or order online at roostersroost.com. Use the coupon radio and get $3 off your online order. Gift certificates also available. Stop in Rooster's Roost today. Looking for a fast, friendly notary service? Sandy Howell Notary Services, LLC, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, PA, is here to help with transfers, plate renewals, new PA plates, and more. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and surrounding areas. Open weekday evenings starting at 5:30 p.m., Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sandy Howell Notary Services, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name. When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday 9 till 5 and Saturdays 8 till 12 noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Rags a call today at 724-439-3228 for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
Lee's Plumbing and Excavating, helping area residents with residential and commercial plumbing, gas, electric, and water lines, along with paving, concrete, and excavation site work for over 30 years. Building a new home? Lee's does utility installation of water, gas, and sewage lines. Lee's does maintenance work on all existing homes, too. Call 724-245-2950. That's 724-245-2950 for your quote. Lee's wishes all the area basketball teams good luck this season from Lee's Plumbing and Excavating.
For attorney Melinda Delarose, helping people with compassionate counseling, candid legal advice, strong advocacy, and professional commitment is what she does best. With an office at 99 East Main Street in downtown Uniontown, Attorney Delarose specializes in family law, municipal law, and general civil litigation, as well as personal injury, estate planning, probate, and more. For more information, call Attorney Melinda Delarose at 724-437-3200, 724-437-3200, or online at delaroselaw.com.
Laurel Highlands a 60-58 double overtime win over Newcastle. Wrapping things up here in our post-game show brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. We drug a guy out of the crowd, Tony Hanola.
It's hard to believe. I sit here and watch a game, and you guys put me on the radio. I guess it can happen in America.
Yes. That was happening up there in the stands, Tony.
Oh, my.
People were into it, and they really helped the Mustangs, I think, here tonight.
What a great crowd. What a great game overall. I mean, really, the Mustangs, it was justified that they actually won in overtime and double overtime. A couple questionable things there during the game, but how about deja vu, though, for Rodney Gallagher to hit 2 foul shots, again, on the same side of the court that he did 2 years ago. I mean, just unbelievable.
Yeah, certainly a special night. Guys, your final thoughts as we sign off from the Peterson Event Center.
Steve?
Well, I just, wow. That's all I can, I mean, just congratulations to the Mustangs, and they beat a really, really, really good team in Newcastle. Newcastle played great, and the Mustangs still beat them, and that's saying a lot. And the Mustangs, and it was kind of tough because the Mustangs did play a lot of games this year, and they didn't have anybody that gave them a game like that. And and that was pretty good to see that they were able to pull off a tight one, and that was a lot of fun to watch.
It can certainly leave you speechless after a game like that, Gary.
That's exactly right, and it really, tells you a lot about these Mustangs and their ability to stay focused, listen to their coach, do the things that they're supposed to do. Down the stretch, they had a couple opportunities that they could have ended it, but still hung in there very, very strongly. And Rodney Gallagher at the end, who else would you want to have the ball? What a fun night, Tom.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It was a great night, and you're right. Soup's right, too. And this Newcastle team is fantastic. I mean, you can see why they're in the WPIAL finals every year. Extremely good team. Wells is a player without a doubt. I mean, I know he's going to play football like Rodney is, but the kid can shoot, and they shot well. And really, it's funny because Soup texted me about halftime and said, can he shoot like this the second half? And I said, I hope not. And they missed a few shots, and the Mustangs able to come in and pick up a huge win. And congratulations to the Mustangs and Coach Auger.
Been fun all year.
For sure. And we'll continue it on Tuesday. State playoff game against the 9th-place team out of District 3. We'll have it for you here on WMBS and on the Triple I High School Sports Network with more details coming up later in the weekend about that game coming up on Tuesday. Well, guys, it was fun. I have to thank our studio producer, Nick Barczyk, back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios for keeping us on the air tonight. This will be a night that we'll never forget for a long while. Mustangs win it in double overtime, 60-58 over Newcastle. For everyone on the crew, this is Brian Morozak. You have yourselves a pleasant good evening. Laurel Highlands wins it in double overtime to capture their second WPIAL championship over the last 3 years. Third in school history, 60-58 over Newcastle. So long, everybody.
Look and you'll see there's a whole new Ford for you and me.
All right, March is truck month at Thurby's Riverside Ford Sales. This is the time and this is the place. And the Ford F-150 is the best-selling truck on the planet for 45 years. You can tow more, haul more, and ride in style. We have Super Duties, F-150s, and Rangers. And if we don't have it in stock, you can order the truck of your choice. Now get 0% for 48 months on a new 2021 Ford F-150 plus $1,000 in factory incentives. The toughest truck